How long were our mics hot there, Christian?
I think we're okay. I'm more concerned about the Stream Deck not working. I'm getting errors on my... Something must have happened over the weekend because microphones aren't working.
Sabotage.
Stream Decks aren't working. Welcome back to another episode of The Wanger Show.
I hated that so much.
That's okay.
God, I hated
a lot of things
about what I just did. That was horrible.
You know, it's okay. It's okay, Cody. It's going to be okay because it's episode 354 of The Wanger Show.
354, you say, Christian.
That's what I say.
I should have had it queued up.
I said what I say.
Pokemon today. Banette.
Yeah. The evolved form of last week's.
Yes, the Pokemon last week's, as we all know. Yes.
Goopy G up in here in the chat. Yeah.
I saw you just get very nervous as I put my arm around your Godzilla book here. It looked like I was like, is my arm on like a microphone or something? And
what are you doing?
Like, getting nice and cozy.
They don't like you like that.
Star of the day.
They don't like you like that.
Yeah,
okay.
Just got to get to know me a little better.
I bet you can't even name one Showa era Godzilla movie.
Already
Go ahead.
Already with the
Go
gatekeeping,
ahead.
huh?
Go ahead.
Already with it. Godzilla versus... I mean, where do I begin? You know, so many of them.
Go ahead.
Many of them.
You're a fan.
I don't think I need to.
You could literally open that book up and name any... Give me...
This one?
Yeah. Give me a year. Go ahead. Open it up.
Give you a year?
Give me a...
This one falls over. I'm so sorry.
No, open it up. Give me a year. I'll tell you what movie it is.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Do it. Go ahead.
How about 1971?
Godzilla versus Hedorah.
Yeah, that was right.
Was that really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It started with an H, then I moved away, so I'm assuming you're right. Well done, sir. What about...
Or Hedorah, the smog monster.
1956.
That would be Godzilla Raise Again.
No, it's not.
Are you talking about Godzilla King of the Monsters, the American remake, or are you talking about King Kong versus Godzilla?
First off, Raids Again was 1955, so you're double wrong.
What's 56?
56 was King of the Monsters.
Okay, I said the second thing that I said.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Mm-hmm. I love that it's Godzilla, King of the Monsters, by the way, which is correct, which is the way you should be, formatting these things.
I don't like the... Well, I think it's technically the original one is King of Monsters. I think. I don't know if that's what it says.
You would know. I'm a big fan. You know. What if I knew? And I knew.
And then the Mike Doherty one was King of the Monsters. Although, when that movie originally came out, it was just Godzilla, King of the Monsters. But now if you're watching on HBO Max, I don't even know if it's on the Blu-ray version. It literally says Godzilla 2, King of the Monsters. They changed it retroactively.
Fascinated by this guy here.
Oh, yeah.
That's
not my favorite.
It's a great look. That's a great look.
It's not Mogira. That's Mecha Godzilla, but
okay.
it's the Heisei version.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my favorite.
Yeah.
Heisei version of Godzilla though is pretty fire.
Okay.
He literally becomes fire at one point when he fights Destroya.
I am in the Heisei era here. What about
the darker area?
1984.
1980. Is that the Return of Godzilla?
Look at you go, man! Look at this guy. Look at this guy. What an exciting week today.
Because that one's technically either called Godzilla 1985, or it's The Return of Godzilla. It's one of the two. Yeah.
So they made like 30 of these things, huh?
Yeah. They made a lot. There's a lot of bad.
Okay.
But, fun bad.
You take it.
So
what you can.
We'll talk about the new Godzilla movie.
This is the most you have ever decorated the set, I think, in the 350-something episodes of the show.
I didn't even do this for -1. No. Because -1 deserves not that. Godzilla X Kong.
You were just so burdened to talk about that piece of shit.
Godzilla X Kong or Godzilla Kong just deserves the excess amount of stuff.
We'll talk about this later, but Sum 41 did that too recently with their new album. Mm-hmm. It's Heaven and Hell, but it's Heaven X Hell. And I'm like, guys, just put an and sign in there.
Yeah.
Come on, what are we doing?
You put that in the title or the description, the new Sum 41.
Yeah.
The Sums.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Oh, fuck, okay, we can wait. All right. Well, how you doing then?
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Okay.
Tired. It's Monday.
Saw you the other day.
Yeah.
Not really catching up too much.
Literally Saturday.
Did we talk about what we did this weekend?
No.
Okay. Keep you in the dark then.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Me and Cody, give me your hand.
Oh, we've never held hands before.
I'm sure we have.
I don't know if we have.
How do you feel?
Gotta tell you,
how do you feel about it?
It feels right. Should we interlock them?
It's weird. No,
it's too far.
No. I'm saying it's weird how good it feels.
Yeah. You don't want to let it,
My fiance's in the other room right now.
It.
She could be watching right now. She's gonna text, "What are you doing,
Christian?"
We went back out to the good old Yucca Valley.
Yeah.
Really put the yuck in it. No, I'm kidding.
Continued to work on our little short film that we're working on. Went out for Not reshoots. I made the joke about reshoots in the Discord. It's more.
I didn't like that at all.
It's more a second unit that we had to go out there.
Quite literally not reshooting anything.
Yeah. No, it was all new footage.
New
that we
footage.
were shooting. Yeah.
Because we have this, we do this wonderful thing anytime we make a short film, where we shoot a whole bunch of stuff in one weekend. We're like, great.
Yeah.
Oh, there's still a bunch more stuff we need to do. Just
This
could
is
never
like-
do it all in one.
This short film is like putting a puzzle together, and you're looking for a piece, and you're like, well, where's the piece? Like, I just saw it over there, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't there before. And I saw it on the table, and you're like, well, maybe they didn't put it in the box. And
Some of
like,
those pieces.
Why would they not put the piece in the box? Of course, it's in the box. That's us putting this little thing together.
I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but sometimes the puzzle box comes with a broken piece that just doesn't even fit.
Sure.
AKA, sometimes footage just craps out at you. It's fucking bullshit. I was talking to Remsen about it this past weekend while we were filming stuff. He's like, it's funny because that's what Remsen was saying. This is one of our most expensive things that we've ever done. And like, he was
By our standards.
Yeah, well, for our standards. But he was like, yeah, we spent like the most money to get like this, and this. And then here we are another weekend, like guerrilla filmmaking, just going out, oh, let's get this, let's get this, let's this. And I was like, well, put it in perspective. Okay? Movies that are on the highest of highest budgets still do that. They still do that.
Godzilla Kong did that. No.
Probably. I don't know. Maybe. I told him, I remember listening to the commentary for The Force Awakens, and J.J. Abrams was like, oh, we needed a couple of shots, so we literally took Daisy Ridley, put her in the costume, and put her on the roof of Disney, like the Disney Studios, and got a shot of her, like, looking up at the sky. It's like...
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They're doing it. Yeah. We're doing it. Fuck it.
We are on the same playing field as J.J. Abrams.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
At least ours is original.
Can I just no? Can I? Nope, not doing that. Because I want J.J. to make another movie.
Oh, it's been a minute.
I brought this up.
Yeah.
I think a couple times, but let's get more J.J. Abrams movies. Guys.
Is his last one Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah. 5 years, bro.
Somehow, the memes are gonna happen. Somehow J.J. has returned.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't write it.
And then he did Force Awakens before that, so we haven't had an original Abrams joint. Well, I mean, Star Trek was before that. No, Super 8.
Super 8 was the only one.
We haven't had an original Abrams joint in 14 years.
Wow.
Man.
I thought about that with Matt Reeves.
Yeah.
He hasn't done it. I mean, what was his first movie? It wasn't Cloverfield, was it?
Yeah.
Was it really?
First movie? Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay, so that was technically his only original film.
Yeah.
Not based off of an IP.
He also made, was it Felicity or Alias? One of those shows in the 90s.
Yeah, it's the one with the woman.
Yeah.
He plays the one with the hair.
Whose name is, of course.
Felicity or Alias.
Yes.
Is Alias Jennifer Gardner?
This is a great question. Great conversation. Glad we're having
it's Felicity because J.J. Abrams worked on that show too, right?
I'm pretty sure Abrams worked on both. I think.
Shit.
I think Garner was Alias, and I think Felicity was Kerry Russell.
And then Kerry Russell was in Rise of Skywalker.
Yes.
So it's Felicity.
Yes, but Abrams also worked on Alias.
But Jennifer Gardner has not been in a J.J. Abrams movie.
Also correct.
Because he fucking hates her.
It's been well documented.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Speaking
Speaking of Jennifer Gardner, have you ever seen The Accountant?
The Accountant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not in it, but her ex-husband, Ben Affleck, directed it. It's
That's
really
a
good.
fun game.
Yeah.
She had nothing to do with it, but this person that she used to be
Selena?
married to.
Have you seen Selena?
I've not.
Oh, okay. Well, the other day I was watching Good Will Hunting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just connecting it, man. That's good. That's good.
Why does everybody hate J-Lo right now? Have you seen that?
Well, and how far back you want to go? I mean,
People have not liked J-Lo since the beginning?
I mean, there's
like drama going on.
Well, I have heard from two different sources that she's not great at restaurants.
Oh, okay.
Which is where I draw the line.
Okay.
But in terms of like
Frosty?
No.
Is he busting scoops?
No.
Working at restaurants?
No. By actual like servers who have told me stories of working in LA. And
they're not real people.
Yeah. Well, that's up for debate. However, I forgot where I was going with this. You threw me off with the Frosty.
Dude. I need a iced tea on table 4.
Oh, the J-Lo thing. Yeah, I think I don't know. I think she had an album not do well recently, or something like that. So
so we're gonna pick on her,
or her
she fucking
her
sucks.
Ticket sales aren't doing well. I don't want to talk about J-Lo on a podcast too much because in case I host SNL one day, I don't want it to backfire and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, you talked about your musical guest."
I'm quite literally asking.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm just making a joke with that. I don't actually care.
Yeah.
I just said she's not nice at restaurants. So
it's true. And then you would write a sketch where you play a waiter and she's incredibly rude to you.
Yeah.
I just know, like, I just seen some stuff on TikTok and like those seems like those those interviews where like someone breaks down the door, the camera's in their face, and it's like I see the one with one of the Kardashians. Like, who's your spirit animal? She's like, Tupac Shakur. It's just like, what? What are you talking about? And it's like one of those, and she's like explaining her go-to sandwich, and it's literally like ham, cheese, and bread, and like an orange drink. And she's like, if you know, you know.
J-Lo said this?
Yeah, and like people were like making fun of her because of that or something.
And also, I don't think she's ever made a sandwich for herself.
Maybe
in like 30 years.
Well, I think she was saying like her favorite sandwich in, like at a bodega or something
okay.
like that.
Okay.
But I don't know what else is. I don't know. I'm just. Okay. What is the J-Lo drama? I want to know, and I don't want to look it up myself. Someone just put it in the chat. Is she going to be in the next?
What are you talking about?
Is she going to be in the next Godzilla movie? What's going on?
Highly unlikely. But
she had like a documentary come out or something like that.
She had an Amazon movie that was pretty panned.
Oh,
I think.
Is that sci-fi
like
one?
No, it was like a concert narrative,
like an
mismatch thing. Something like that.
The J-Lo tour.
Yeah, and that one didn't do well during the concert. She's having a rough time right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of rough times, you listen to Beyonce's album?
I did not.
Oh, it's country.
I don't like country.
She don't know country.
Yeah.
She don't know nothing about.
Did you actually listen to it?
No.
Yeah.
I don't like country.
Okay. Great thing to bring up for a conversation.
I like Queen Bee, but I don't care for country that much. I know you like country. You're a country boy.
I despise it.
Oh, okay.
I absolutely
despise you like some names.
Nope.
No?
Nope. I like...
Toby Keith?
Not really.
Keith Urban?
No.
I feel like there's just a lot of Keiths. That's all I got.
Yeah. Keith Urban. No. What was that one guy's name? The What Was I Thinking guy?
Oh, the Try That in a Small Town guy?
Nope, not that one.
Okay.
I was thinking about a... That's a great song. Anyway, we're not
going
to worry about that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Lucero is a great band. They're a country rock band.
Lucero?
Lucero. The lead singer is actually the brother of Jeff Nichols.
Wow, really?
And you know his movie, The Bike Riders,
yes.
that's coming out?
Mm-hmm.
They have a song called Bike Riders.
Oh.
It's actually very good. It would not surprise me if that song is in this movie, considering the connection.
It's finally coming out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got pushed back a while back. Did you hear that? Speaking of directors, this is on point, by the way. Alex Garland was like, I don't want to direct anymore.
I saw that, but then...
Is that clickbaity?
Wasn't he also, like, in production on a movie right now? Or, like, in pre-pro on a movie?
Oh,
I remember seeing casting scoops or something like that going around.
Maybe he just wrote it?
I don't know.
Because I think he said he was going to stick to writing, which...
Okay.
I mean, as long as he's doing that, he's a fantastic writer. I know he's teaming up with Danny Boyle again for the 28 Days Later movies.
Yeah.
And Killian.
I do... He gives off the vibe that he just looks... miserable.
Have you ever heard him talk?
I love Alex Garland.
Have you ever heard him speak?
No.
He's incredibly smart.
Yeah, I believe it.
I've listened to his not his, but he don't have a podcast, but with him like on podcasts talking about stuff. And I tried listening to you know who Lex Friedman is?
I know the name.
It's just like he's got like kind of like a very I couldn't listen to the podcast. I was so bored, but he's just got like a very monotone. He has a lot of controversial people up on his podcast and stuff. But I was trying to listen to his podcast, and I was just like, I can't do it. But okay. I'm looking forward to Civil War, though. That could happen.
But, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him smile in any photos.
Oh.
Like, if you Google Alex Garland right now, like, he looks just stressed.
Yeah.
So I get it.
That's why he wrote Men.
I never saw Men.
It's my least favorite of his.
Yeah.
It's like the most
A24
feels like
movie. A miss from him is still a swing and a miss, though. You know, like he
yeah.
seems like one of those type of, which I would rather take over like the boring generic shit.
Fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
I still don't know if I quite understood it, but I kind of respected it, and it kind of scared me a little. Okay. So take that what you will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Hunt for Gollum, I think they found him, by the way, says the drama's related to Diddy.
Oh, the J-Lo drama? Ooh, I didn't know that.
That I did not know. Okay. So I don't.
We don't need.
I don't think I want to ask
further.
Yeah. Okay. That's all you gotta.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta say.
Yeah.
Okay. Alan Smithy says he's co-directing a movie called Warfare.
That's what it was. Okay.
Oh, he's doing Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Oh, that's interesting.
Nice.
Yeah.
You ever play those original Modern Warfare games? Those stories were sick.
I didn't play until Black Ops. The numbers, Mason. What do the numbers mean?
Oh, that one was with Sam Worthington.
Yeah,
right?
I think Ed Harris was the guy yelling about the numbers.
It's so cool. I mean,
I know what are the numbers.
I know there was always debate about getting like famous people in video games, like doing voice actor, or maybe not video.
Gary
games,
Oldman was in it too,
but doing like voice actor stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, just get like a. But I love when actors started starring in video games and doing mocap for it, because that's sick.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, like it was cool in Death Stranding. I mean, even though Guillermo del Toro, Nicholas Winding Refn, those aren't like actors, but like when whenever someone of note would come up, and they had literally a title card for their name, like it was fucking cool. It got me going.
I want Guillermo to be in every video game ever.
Yeah.
He's like one of my favorite video game characters of all time.
Yeah.
Now. He's like so sweet.
Yeah.
I love how giddy he gets when he like plugs into the BB and
what was his name? Was it Badman? Bad guy? Wasn't it like
Badman or
Dead Man?
Dead Man.
Dead Man, that's what it was.
What the Dead Man says.
Yeah.
You know I'm playing right now?
No, I don't, because I'm not at your house watching you get through your time.
Okay, bitch.
Just saying. What a stupid question that was.
All right. I'm sorry. I won't tell you that.
Yeah, okay.
What are you playing? Because I'm not at your fucking house. You're playing your stupid motorcycle games.
I'm playing MLB The Show 2022. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Because I don't want to get the new game. And it's also the last game with Shohei as an angel on the cover, so holding on to that.
You gotta let it go, man.
Nope.
It's fucking sad.
Yep.
You're a pathetic loser, dude.
I watched the Dodgers game last night. And like I watched them come back from down like 3 and win.
It's a good
game. And I'm like, why am I watching this? I'm like, what am I doing? Is this what it feels like?
Maybe.
Like,
I mean, you're even wearing blue right now.
It's green.
They have green.
It's teal.
It's close to pretty blue.
Nah, it's a teal.
Well, look what microphone color you're talking into right now, pal.
The gray black one that I'm looking at right now.
Look at the bottom. The label. The one you refuse to talk into. Look what color that is.
That's like an indigo type thing.
It's still blue. And look at the other one.
Borderline.
Look at the mic you refuse to talk into.
The red one. Yeah. That's more of a salmon, though. I don't think there's a salmon.
All right. Okay, Susie Salmon.
Just saying. What? Susie Salmon?
The Lovely Bones? You've never read The Lovely Bones?
No.
Oh, my God.
I understand that it was a popular book made into a, I guess, okay movie.
Yeah, it was okay.
The way you sounded so offended, they didn't understand a Lovely Bones reference just kills me.
I think like
Did anyone else get the obvious Lovely Bones reference? Because that went over my head.
Her first line in the book, I think even the movie, is like, "Hi, I'm Susie Salmon. Salmon, like the color." I think that's like one of the opening lines.
Wait a minute. No, Nick's bringing up. Guillermo didn't actually voice the character.
What?
It was a reference situation. Oh no, this is gonna make me sad.
How? It sounded exactly like him.
Oh no.
They got someone to come in and sound like Guillermo del Toro? There's no way.
Oh no. Be funny if it was a white dude though. Right.
That's fine.
Okay, yeah. Let's make sure we're on the same page there. Oh, God. That makes me sad.
No, there's no way. That sounded like him.
Sounded just like
Nicholas Winding Refn, his reference.
You know what?
That did not sound like him.
I was wondering about that because I'm like, he's in that game a lot. And I'm like, how many days did Del Toro do on this? Because like if he's doing performance capture, like those are long days. Like, and Del Toro's going to be sitting here acting for multiple days. So I kind of believe this.
I don't believe it.
Oh,
No, he wasn't doing anything at the time.
He was in what? Post on.
It was 2016,
Nightmare
17?
Alley or Crimson Peak or whatever.
Might have been Crimson Peak. Yeah.
Oh man, that makes me so sad. Oh well. You looking this up?
No, I was having apartment issues. Our apartment's about to explode.
It's about to say
the
burning down.
Yeah. And I also forgot to post this video that I did. It was quite funny. I'm gonna do that right now.
The one that we recorded?
Yeah.
Pre-show vid?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the. We're live now.
We spent a week game planning that and deciding what we were gonna post.
All right. Yeah. Ellen says I met Refn once at Rocket Video on La Brea.
How was he? Was he cool?
Was he pretty cool?
Did you have a good taste? Did he? Was he like looking at movies or something? I don't know. Buddy of mine met Nolan at a. What's it called? What was that? Amoeba Records.
Yeah. I've seen Nolan in public twice.
Yeah.
Just randomly. Once, actually, both times I think he was with his kids, but one of the times he was walking his dog.
Yeah.
What kind of dog? Fascinating. Ooh, I don't remember. It looked like a bigger dog. It almost looked like a German Shepherd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It was practical. And then, I'll say that Chris Nolan joke because he just didn't laugh.
I didn't get it. Yeah. I just thought I like practical in the sense that it's like a useful dog.
It's not CG,
which is how I heard it.
Is what I was saying. And then the other time, I was working outside of AMC 16, and he just walked on up with his family. We were looking at movies like, oh, The Dark Knight is being re-released. Is he coming to see his movie?
Seems like a guy who wouldn't use that giant escalator, though. He's like, I'll go for the stairs.
I think like that escalator, that fucking escalator is always broken. It's always broken.
It is. You're right.
I'm gonna talk to. Is there an HOA for that? That's not involved for that at all. But I'm gonna fucking. Oh, Nick, I'm 90% sure they credit voice actor and they introduced Dead Man. Shut up. Manny banned him. Ban him. No, that's fake news.
Yeah, he says only lend his likeness. A different actor does performance capture and another actor does the voice. Oh my God, my whole day has been ruined.
I think that's false.
I was imagining him like having a 12-hour day filming on a soundstage with his buddy. He'd be like, yeah, I'll put on the fucking dot suit and perform all this shit. Now I'm realizing
Deadman is. Hold on.
I swear to God, if Mads Mikkelsen didn't, I'm gonna lose my mind. Even though I've seen behind the scenes
literally
footage
seen
of him
video of
acting.
him.
Yeah, I totally understand. But oh man,
Actor.
bummed out.
Fucker.
Man.
Jesse Cordy.
Who?
That's the person who I think did the voice. So he just impersonated his voice because it literally sounds like him the entire
Does sound
time.
just like him. I don't even want to do the show anymore right now. I'm
Thanks, Nick.
Bummed. Yeah.
Fucking thanks, Nick.
Yep.
Anyways, you know what game I'm playing right now?
No, I don't. Thank you for
Take a
asking.
guess.
Is it a new game?
No, it's I'm replaying it.
What year?
Good question. I want to say.
Give me a rough few years.
I want to say 2017.
Is it a PS5? No, it would be a PS4 game.
Yes.
2017. All right.
Excuse me, 2014.
2014.
Survival horror.
Survival horror.
Yes.
It's not Resident Evil. Anything in that world.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
This is like.
Was there a Silent Hill around then?
There hasn't. Girl, there hasn't been a Silent Hill in years.
Well, I was also thinking maybe like you played the PT thing. Speaking of Del Toro, and
Okay.
Kojima. That's where I thought
was
you might
he
have been
part of
going
that
with
too?
That's
Was
where I
that
thought
not
you might have
him?
been going, even though that was just a one level thing, I believe.
Mm.
How about? What about like Until Dawn? You playing that? That was the same year, right?
No, I think it was. I still haven't finished that actually.
Damn it!
I need to finish.
Thought
that.
I had it. Thought I
I
had
think
it.
I'll try to finish that before David F. Sandberg's movie comes out.
Okay.
That'd be cool if he did it, and he did it like Clue, where there's like multiple.
Yeah.
Like he films the movie, and it's one coherent thing, but on like the special features, there's an option for you to do different scenarios. That's like a giant waste of time. But you could just play the game for that. But in my head, that could be kind of fun.
Okay. So I feel like I've given some good guesses here. Is it a popular game from 2014? Popular for me to know? Someone who only plays MLB The Show 2022?
You've played it.
I've played. Oh, Alien.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Alien Isolation.
Got it.
Yeah. This is one of the
It's
hardest.
hard.
This is one of the hardest games
It's hard.
I've ever played.
Yeah.
You finished it.
No, I tagged my friend and we both played it together.
Oh.
Over a couple days.
Oh, you
My buddy
slut.
Cameron. Haven't seen him in a
Okay.
few years. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, no, it's very difficult. It's very difficult. I like the hiding aspect of it because
I know
did that a
you
lot.
do.
Yeah.
I mean, the first time I played around, I had to play it on easy because
Attaboy.
I think that's one of the very few games where I started it multiple times. I think I started it maybe 4 or 5 times and just given up. And then finally, it might have been during like COVID because I was like, oh, I got nothing else to do. I'm just going to fucking fight through it. And I finally did. And I was like, oh, shit, this is actually really good.
Yeah, it's a fun one. Even like the robots are scary and intense in that.
I just got to the robots that you can't like hit with the fucking tool.
Yeah.
Because they have their like little cloaks on or whatever.
Yeah.
I loved that game when you go to the one section and it's like all infested with aliens and there's face huggers and stuff. I was like, fuck, it's been out for what? 10 years old, that game.
The new movie took inspiration from the game in terms of the face huggers movement, right? I'm assuming because I don't recall in the movies seeing them move around as often or as quickly as they
like
did in
running.
The game. Yeah,
I mean,
I know he ran an alien and shit like
Yeah.
that. I just mean like, I don't know, just that. I guess the filming of it. I don't know. Actually showing them running around, jumping and shit.
I mean,
as opposed to just
apparently
being quickly going.
he said that shit's practical. Like
in the new one,
he said he did
like Nolan's dog.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
He said he did as much practical as he could with both the aliens and facehuggers and stuff, which is great because the alien, the xenomorph, is like the greatest fucking creature design of all time. It's fucking perfect. Yeah. It's so good. I love that franchise. I love that franchise so much for all the ups and downs.
Even the downs are fun, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The Alien Resurrection. Have you seen Alien Resurrection?
When I was a kid, and I loved it as a kid.
I
want to watch it again.
Wiley was asking for commentaries, and I kind of want to do all those movies before Romulus.
I remember we did the Alien commentary.
We did?
Yeah.
So we've already got it started.
That was another thing.
I mean, it's probably boring, but...
It was a great commentary because I remember cutting a highlight video and it being hysterical, but YouTube blocked it, so I wasn't able to upload it. That one, that reminds me, because we talked about it in the Discord, that one and Godzilla vs. Kong highlight videos that we did that weren't able to be released. Find a way to get it to you guys because they are very funny. Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing you bring it up. I know we haven't done commentaries in a minute, but... If you want to go out and you're going to go enjoy Godzilla X Kong, which, let's be honest, you probably already did because the movie is smashing right now. We've got commentaries for all of the MonsterVerse movies. Godzilla.
We've done them all?
Yeah. We did it before Godzilla vs. Kong. We even did Godzilla vs. Kong like that same weekend.
Great commentary.
Godzilla 2014, King of the Monsters, Kong Skull Island, Godzilla vs. Kong, and the entire Monarch TV show. No, I didn't do that. So yeah, and maybe when that one comes out, probably do that.
The new one?
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to join the Patreon, patreon.com/wangers, go check those out.
Yeah.
And we've also done a couple other monster movies. I've done the original Godzilla by myself, and then the original Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla by myself. We did Godzilla from 1998, and then we also did the original King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yep.
The one from '63.
Mm-hmm. Remember that one?
Patreon, do it. But yeah, I love the Alien movies. Those fucking cool movies.
When does that new one come out? Summer?
Summer? Yeah, I think it's summer. August, maybe? July, June, February? Now?
Happy to report, guys. I was able to hit my 3-movie quota for my A-list. I got it done. I forgot about Late Night with the Devil, so when that was in there for the second one, I was like, I'm set now. I'm good.
So you got your 3 movies for March.
I need 2 per month, but the problem was I only did 1 in April, or in February. So I needed to do 3 to make up for the April thing, or the February thing. So now I'm back and even.
Okay.
So we'll see.
So April, you've got...
This is a good recurring segment. How is Cody going to get his A-list money this month?
This month?
Is this
Civil War?
Is Fall Guy? Is that April or is that May?
Civil
it feels
War.
like a summer movie.
I got
Civil War for sure. I'll see.
Could happen.
Maybe I'll see Immaculate or something. I don't know.
Abigail.
That's April?
I think so.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see. This is the worst website ever. Hold on. Okay, here we go.
Do you ever go to Wikipedia and do like the year in film?
Oh, and I can't.
It's the best. Are you kidding me? It's therapeutic for me. I look through. Let's see what's coming out the rest of the year. I love that shit. Monkey Man. Thank you. That's the one I want to see.
Monkey Man is literally this weekend. Monkey Man. Yeah.
Hell yeah! I'm off to a great start.
And then you have Civil War next week, and then the following week is Abigail.
All right, this is a good month.
And then Challengers the next week. Whoa.
Okay.
That's a lot of good shit.
All right.
There's also the Sasquatch Sunset, which is a smaller one if you want to see that.
Speaking of Sasquatch, I finally watched Exists, the found footage Bigfoot movie.
You never saw that?
No, I don't think I did.
From Eduardo Sanchez?
Yeah. It was on Prime, so I sat down and watched it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hate my time. One time. There was some fun stuff in there.
I remember, because is it both of them? Is it Eduardo Sanchez?
I think it's just Eduardo. But
I was so hyped for that movie.
There's
moments.
There's some good shit in there.
The one I specifically
but it also
remember,
has like typical found footage, like cliches from the mid 2000s, and it's just.
I remember one scene really got me. It was like the camera was on the porch, and you like can barely see him crawling up the steps. So I was like, "That's good."
Yeah.
And then I remember the ending.
When he jumps down onto the thing. That was a cool sequence.
But I like because it was like a definitive ending.
Yeah. You mean like the very end?
Yeah. There was a resolution, and it wasn't just like camera falls over, cuts to black. The footage was found, you know. So I did appreciate that, because like the main characters were like bike riders, right, or off-road bike riders. It was very weird, but
they were going out there with GoPros. That was that's all you needed to know. They had GoPros on their head.
They utilized it, yeah. But wow, you never saw that.
I don't think I had.
That's from like 2015.
Yeah, it's an old one. But I was just browsing. I was like, oh, my God, this is 80 minutes? Hell yes, let's watch this shit. So,
yeah.
I didn't hate my time.
Okay. I remember, and I remember hearing, like, the Bigfoot moans in the woods without, or whatever it was. It didn't sound like that. It sounded way scarier, but it was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, there was some cool stuff, too. Like, it's broad daylight, and there's one guy who's trying to get away from the house. And, like, no, like, obviously score or anything like that. He just turns around back and forth, and he's standing like right there, running towards him. And like it's legit tense and
pretty
scary,
creepy.
even though it's at fucking daytime.
Did you ever see Willow Creek?
No.
It's the what's his name? Bobcat
Gold something?
Goldthwait. He made like a found footage Bigfoot movie.
Really?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like there's it just kind of abruptly ends like typical found footage, but there's one sequence where they're like in a tent that's pretty creepy. So
for a while I kept getting recommended like Bigfoot content on YouTube. Are you aware of like how well that shit does? We should totally make Bigfoot shit.
Oh,
because
I remember
it crushes.
Ken brought
that
me on.
UFOs crushes.
Yeah, the UFOs, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I remember Ken brought me on for one of his shows for like the Bigfoot thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think he's like He's been wanting to, or he had like a pitch for like a Bigfoot series or something like that.
I thought you were about to say he's a Bigfoot believer, which was going to make me laugh because of how much he's like debunked the UFO shit and be like, hold on, Ken. But
maybe he is.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't know. I don't believe it. No, I don't.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like we would have seen something by now.
You never know.
They're really that smart?
No.
Giant Thipicus, whatever they're called. Do they have like a real name?
Wasn't there a time where you can like go look for Bigfoot in the woods? You can like pay to go do that with Jose Canseco.
Really?
I want to say that was an experience. I should look this up. But I believe that was something you can like buy. It was like a VIP package with Jose Canseco. Hold on, give me a second. You know what I'm talking about, the baseball player, right?
Yeah, I know the baseball player, but I didn't know he did that.
Hold on.
That's wild.
Go Bigfoot. Let's see what comes up. This had to be a thing. Yes. Jose Canseco will take you Bigfoot hunting in Las Vegas. It was a thing in like 5 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago.
In Las Vegas?
Yeah. This is so
Was
great.
it like in a room or you go out to the desert?
Nah, I'm assuming you go out to the desert. I mean, yeah, that's a good question if you're just going in Vegas.
Bigfoot lives in the woods.
He's just like,
Bigfoot lives in the
let's
woods.
Let's look it up, guys. That's fantastic.
Speaking of baseball player, can you name one famous baseball player that makes an appearance in Godzilla movies?
Multiple movies?
Just one.
The newest one?
No, just like in general, like a famous Japanese baseball player.
Japanese baseball player. Hideki Matsui?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
really?
Yeah. I think you told me that
before.
Yeah, I think he hits a home run.
Okay.
And now the crowd's cheering, but like, and then you see an alien fly over or something like that.
Oh, I think
I think so. Hold on. Or no, maybe it was, it wouldn't have been, is Ichiro Japanese?
Yes.
He is. Let me see, hold on.
What are you looking up here?
Let me see if it was him.
I don't think it was Ichiro. I think it was Matsui. Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Come on, believe in yourself, buddy. Don't get scared. Believe in your
Trust
knowledge.
me, I know. Oh, I want to see if I can find the scene. Hold on.
I want to see if I can find Bigfoot and hang out with Jose Canseco. How's everybody doing in the chat here, guys? Got a good crew.
Oh yeah, here.
Alan, Herman, Nick. What?
I got it right here.
Did you find it? Did you figure out which movie it was from?
Which one was it? Let me see.
I want to say it was 98 because I remember you showing me this. I think
This was from Godzilla.
Godzilla 2000, maybe.
No. Oh, Godzilla versus. Oh, this is my favorite one.
Okay.
Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla.
Oh yeah, that's Matsui. Yeah. Hideki Matsui, Angel's Legend.
Oh, as they're carrying Mechagodzilla.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Does he catch it with his hand? Tell me he catches it with his hand.
No, he hit a home run.
Okay.
And then he guides the kids away to hide.
That's good.
That movie's fucking fire, dude. That's one of the coolest ones.
It's a fire movie.
Fire. Came out after Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, which
Should we just talk about this?
should we?
We've talked about Godzilla, I think, 8 times without jumping in.
You said we'll get to it.
We beat around that bush.
You said
now
we'll
we're here.
get to
Now we're
it.
here now. We're halfway on the show.
Get to it.
Let's go. Let's get to what people are clicking for. All right.
Godzilla Kong: The New Empire is now out.
Yep.
No, it's not against Mechagodzilla. It's versus. Get it right, Nick.
Nick, you're on thin ice already.
Don't start this.
I like the segment that Nick is here to deliver bad news to us, though. It's actually fun.
Against Mechagodzilla.
We'll workshop this.
And don't even get me started, because there's also Godzilla Mechagodzilla 2. There's
Okay.
multiple Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. So I can guarantee you it's Godzilla. Shit, he might be right.
Oh, I would love if he is.
He might be right. I can't remember now. No, because then
Nick, are you right? Comment in the
then
chat.
it's
Let us
Tokyo
know. I'm gonna laugh
SOS.
so hard. This is good.
I think it's Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. I think against is an older one. I don't know. There's too many of them. Nick, I take it back. But if I'm right, you're wrong. Godzilla. We're talking Godzilla Kong: The New Empire. The follow-up to Godzilla vs. Kong, the 5th film in this now decade-long monster verse.
We talk about that for a second.
Cool, right?
That it's still happening and still going.
It's the best cinematic universe that's out there.
Multiple cinematic universes start and stop in the time that this has still been going. I think
multiple.
That's just cool.
Think about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They have how many movies? They have more movies probably now than the entirety of the Godzilla franchise. Probably. Let's include the TV shows too, properties, right? And they've been around 10 years. They've only had 5 movies. And what? Technically 2 TV shows. There's a Kong animated show. Versus came out in 1974. Against came out in 2002. Whatever. Shut up, Nick.
I love
Nobody
this segment.
cares.
This is good.
Nobody
this
cares.
Is good. All
Nobody
right.
cares. What did they call Mechagodzilla in against Mechagodzilla? Because they don't even call it Mechagodzilla. They call it something else.
Are you trying to? You're still wrong though.
I don't care.
You gotta accept that
My
first.
show, man. I'm gonna ban him. I'm banning
Don't do
Nick.
it. Don't.
I'm gonna ban. Can I do it?
Nick should be on the show.
How do I do it? I've never banned anybody. I can't. I'm scared. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Fine. You win, Nick.
Yeah.
Gosh, Del Toro isn't in Death Stranding, and I'm wrong about Godzilla.
One more, you win a spot on the show next week.
Yeah. Gosh. Anyway.
Give us some more bad news. All right. Anyway.
Yeah, and the MonsterVerse they just like crossed like $2 billion overall, right, or something like that.
Really?
I think so. I thought, or they got pretty close to it because I know this movie's doing really, really well, which is awesome. I think. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's I mistaken 2 for this is like the second highest grossing out of the MonsterVerse movies. And yeah, it's not my favorite, but.
Yeah, don't say that. Just say you enjoyed it. Say you had a good time.
Oh no, I
Talk
enjoyed
about what
it.
you liked about it. You don't gotta tee it up like that.
No, I have nitpicks.
Okay.
I gave it a heart because duh. But yeah, it's not my favorite.
Yeah.
But it's also, I mean, Godzilla literally suplexes fucking Kong at one point. Like,
great moment.
If you go into
Form
this,
wasn't bad. His back was a little stiff. I feel like you would have broke your fall a little bit better,
Probably.
Godzilla, if you like kind of like rolled into it instead of snapping like that. But I understand the weight difference was a little difficult to kind of be loose like.
I mean, if you went into this movie to take it serious, just stop. What are you doing?
I don't think a lot of people were doing that. People had a great time.
That's the critics. The critics.
It is still what 55% on the old RT.
Oh, I'm not sure.
That is still more than half of people enjoying it. I think that's still a fine score for a giant.
I don't really care
monster movie where monsters punch each other.
I don't really care about the score that much.
Yeah,
because
I mean, you had it up. You were refreshing before we started the show.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think
There's a
Godzilla
live
King of the
ticker at the
Monsters
bottom of the
deserves
screen.
a 42%.
Oh, our Wanger show thing is gone at the bottom. It doesn't matter. We don't need that. But
oh shit,
the little logo. How are people going to know what show we're watching? Oh my goodness!
Something
there it is,
dude. Something must have happened.
Someone fucked with the OBS. I'm
something
halfway
happened.
convinced Amber was.
Is this a? Did you fucking text her for an April Fool's?
I was like, you just wait till the hour hits. Something crazy is going to happen.
Purposely
in there.
fuck with the mic cable? You cut it or something? Jesus.
Me, Amber, and Draco are all in on this. We're
Sons
just
of
fucking
bitches.
with you.
Did you mess up my dryer? My dryer's not getting warm.
I'm making your life a living hell right now.
Yeah.
All for April Fools.
Oh, where the fuck were we? Anyways, it's a cool franchise, and I'm glad it is where it's at because I've talked about it before, but I love that they haven't like thoroughly planned 15 years in advance. We haven't seen the giant slate.
No, they were just like, we'll do one movie, do another one.
Just see how it goes.
They'll fight each other after that, and then we'll see where we go from there.
Totally fine with it. It reminds it. They did it a little bit. King of the Monsters set up something at the end, which they kind of didn't really do because at the end of King of the Monsters there's a post-credit scene where Charles Dance finds the head of Ghidorah,
right? And
he's like, "I'll take it," and then it just cut to Godzilla Kong, and it's just the skull.
Yeah.
Because I thought, oh, they're gonna do cool. They're gonna do Mecha King Ghidorah, sweet. Yeah. But they end up. I mean, you use the skull of King Ghidorah to pilot Mecha Godzilla. It's pretty fucking cool. Yeah. It's borrowing from Godzilla against Mecha Godzilla. Yeah. But that was pretty cool. And then this one, yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. The score is fucking sick. I love me an 80s synth. Didn't think that would really fit for a Godzilla movie, but Adam Wingard loves that kind of shit, and I thought it fit really well. I liked that there were a lot of monsters.
I like Dan Stevens.
I like Dan Stevens a lot.
Entrance.
Oh, it's great.
I was laughing so hard.
When you find out who his character is.
It's just like they film him just hanging off a chopper, smiling in a fucking Hawaiian t-shirt.
Literally looks like Ace Ventura.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked him. I liked Kylie Huddle, the girl who played Gia. I thought, like, even her story was...
The daughter?
Yeah. I thought her story was even, like, stronger, even though when they get into her story, it's like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, we gotta back up. With her and Rebecca Hall and the Volkswagen thing, is that really what that scene was? Okay, so I'm remembering
Volkswagen
when they're talking to each other after like the school meeting or whatever. I think in the beginning, and they're like, she's like, "You belong with me. We're together in this." And then like, "All right, let's go." And they get in the car, and it's like obvious. Okay, so the scene that I'm seeing, it's like weirdly parked in a grass field, and it feels straight out of a Volkswagen commercial.
Oh, really?
I remember being in a parking lot.
The wide shot in the car.
That was an actual shot from this movie.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh man,
I tried seeing it again because I saw it weeks ago,
Good for you.
And I tried seeing it.
Nick saw it before you, though.
He probably did.
Mm-hmm.
I tried seeing it again this weekend, but I might just see it sometime later this week because I do want to see it again because
I would like to see it again.
Some things were going by so quick, like even in Bernie's, because I think his name's Bernie, Brian Tyree Henry. He's like the podcast conspiracy guy. And there was stuff written on his doors and on his computer, and like I was like, oh fuck, because I saw Planet X, which is a thing in Godzilla. I was like, oh fuck,
Project X.
Planet X.
Project is when Godzilla and Kong is teenagers, and they're throwing a crazy rager in the
found
Hollow
footage movie.
Earth. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Then Bigfoot shows
Nice
up.
try.
Yeah.
No. And then so I was like trying to pick out. Wait. Before we get into like spoilers, because I want to talk spoilers. What did you think of the movie, Cody? What did you think? Hold on.
Yep, point him towards me.
Look at that ass. Go ahead. What do you think?
You mentioned you gave it a heart. On Letterboxd.
Yeah.
I did not.
Oh, okay.
Let me explain my night.
Oh, everyone's having fun with the movie, huh?
Let me see what's going on here. Let me tell you what's going on here.
Oh, are you talking about you had a bad experience in
I
the
was
movie theater? So
very
you give it a
excited
heart?
for this movie. I love Godzilla vs. Kong. Awesome time. It saved the movies, literally. We've talked about it many times in the show. It brought back the box office.
Monsters save movies.
So I was stoked to see this one. All right. And I knew that I had to see this on Friday night because we were meeting up on Saturday to continue our short film shoot.
Pickup shots, not
reshoots. I just said continue the shoot. I did not say reshoots.
You were going there.
I did not. I clearly said what I was going to say. Anyway, so I saw Friday night, put the kids to bed, had some dinner. I'm like, well, this is kind of my only window. So, you know what? Let me go watch this. And I'm like, you know what? I'm really stoked for this movie. And I'm like, because, you know, I have a theater like down the street from my place, 5 minutes away. I'm like, you know what? That one doesn't have like the dinner and like the bar and all that and the reclining seats. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go to a better experience of this movie that absolutely deserves it. So I drove almost a half hour away to the Puente Hills AMC.
Oh my God!
For those of you who don't know, the Puente Hills Mall is where they shot Back to the Future. They have a very nice AMC there. So I went there. I got the recliner. I went the Dolby.
The Dolby.
It was great. I went in there. I got pretzel bites. I got a beer.
Wow.
I got other very filling things. Christian, I dozed off in the first 5 minutes of this thing, and I fought through it. I fought through it as much as I could. The reason it does not have a heart on Letterboxd is because I count this as an incomplete viewing. I need you to tell me what happened in the last 20 minutes of this movie.
The last 20 fucking minutes of the movie?
I know. I'm so sorry.
Cody,
I tried.
Don't apologize to me. Cancel your Letterboxd. You're fucking lying. You're just lying.
I did it for this.
You're a liar.
Look, so I'm not lying. I'm just saying it was something that I watched most of. I caught most of it. I dozed off throughout. The last thing I remember, well, I mean, I don't want to spoil too much, but they're gearing up for stuff.
Yeah.
There's ice and shit that's happening in Brazil, I think.
Jesus Christ.
And then the next thing I know, I shit you not, it's the end of the movie. And, like, the fucking music coming up, everyone's celebrating, and then the credits start. And I was like, what the fuck? I literally missed the last. And that's always the best parts of these movies are the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I missed all of it.
Wow.
So upset at myself.
All right.
So that's why I need to watch this again.
Take out your phone, go to Letterboxd,
Yeah.
unreview the movie.
I didn't review it.
Well,
I just logged that I paid a ticket and sat down watch most of it.
Is there a function on Letterboxd that says I half watched it?
Well, I was going to put I was actually going to put like a caption or review on it, but it was going to ruin the surprise here. So I will maybe do that. But I'll tell you, I liked most of what I saw. I just don't think I can give it a full heart because I haven't seen it.
I wouldn't even logged it. I feel like you're just doing that for show. Okay, you had your fun. You had your fun. Now that the reveal is over, go back and take it off because it doesn't deserve. You wasted your AMC third film. Just wasted. Now you have to see.
Just picture me like
you have to see 4 movies now.
Just picture me like this full beer. I got a large beer too.
You shouldn't have got a beer. That
was the problem. That was the problem. I should have got like a vodka Red Bull or something like that.
You don't have to drink everywhere you go.
I also shouldn't have seen this movie at 10:30 at night. That was a bad idea on my part.
Yeah.
I was so, I'm sorry. Just I had that big old plate of food and a drink, and I'm just fucking passed out.
Jesus,
reclining seats. It was a bad idea. It was a bad idea.
Well, I don't know if I want to talk the ending now.
Yeah, I can't talk about it with you. I've seen some clips. I know what happens.
Half the movie is on TikTok. I was like rewatching shit on TikTok.
The fucking one you showed me, I've been trying to find it. The one you showed me the other day when they're running at each other.
Oh, that was just.
I was dying laughing just thinking about that.
I don't even know if it's because those are just images cut to like the audio.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And we'll talk some spoilers now. But the scene he's referring to is the if you've seen the with the meme we're kind of talking about. It's the let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. And it's literally Kong going like this to Godzilla while he's still charging. He's trying to point, and then like at the last second, he's like, no. It's great.
Killed me.
It's great.
Killed me when I saw it. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
you said you fell asleep in the first 5 minutes, and then the last.
That's 20? When I started to doze, and then I'm like,
I
okay, I gotta focus. I started eating Sour Patch Kids. Didn't help.
Wow.
Normally for these things, again, the beer was the problem because most of the time when I do these later movies, like I got through Oppenheimer fine. And that's because I had a Coke with me. That like kept me up.
That sounds good, lovely.
But
Nick says I may have to block Cody on Letterboxd now. Think everybody should unfollow him until he resees
This will be the one time where I'll mark that I've seen a movie twice and have an updated rating for it. How about that?
All right. Fine.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Because I do want to see it again.
Okay.
Probably just gonna wait for him video though.
Son of a bitch. Well, I'm gonna say some shit then because I got some stuff.
Again, I know what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's nothing too crazy. Monsters fight, bad guys lose. The end.
I saw the big fight between Godzilla and Kong. I saw that.
Yeah, okay.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
I saw Kong punch another monkey in the face and knock him out. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Love that. I saw most of the stuff with him and Baby Kong. I liked that.
Suko.
Call it Baby Kong. And then, yeah, other things happened. So sorry.
Well, let me get into my. We'll talk spoilers now, but let me get into the nitpicks that I have, and this is just as a diehard Godzilla fan.
Yeah,
because I had fun with the movie.
Are you a diehard Godzilla fan? I didn't know that.
Spoilers.
Okay.
Okay. Nitpicks. This is not a Godzilla movie. Don't call it Godzilla Kong. Just call it Kong something featuring Godzilla. He's barely in it, which is fine. I'm fine with that.
I do love how he is in this movie, and I guess the last one too, where he's just like,
he's kind of
what's going on?
Yeah, he's
like, who woke me up?
He's kind of. I don't want to call him stupid, but he's just like a deranged animal.
Yeah.
Like
someone I saw like compared him to like a drunk guy, or someone tweeted, I think, like compared him to a drunk guy at a bar who like can only be reasoned when his girlfriend steps in and talks him down.
Yeah. You might like this. Adam, I listened to Adam Wingard on a few podcasts because what else am I going to do for 3 hours driving to Yucca Valley?
Oh, yeah.
So I was just listening to as many.
I'll tell you what I did.
As many as I can.
Yeah.
And he said he based Godzilla off of his cat.
Really?
And
got cat socks today.
There you go. And like literally Godzilla sleeping in the Colosseum in Rome is his cat.
I laughed so hard at the first time I saw that because I'm like,
wonderful.
Why is he doing this?
Yeah. Just like, why not? It's literally because I know, again, this is part of my nitpicks, but because I know that this movie started off as a Son of Kong movie. Yeah, I think that's what it was originally announced.
Really?
He was going to do that and then eventually just became. So I'm wondering if like he wanted to do this stuff and they're like, well, it's got to be a Godzilla Kong movie. So they just kind of made it like a part 2 of their like adventures. So that's one tiny little nitpick. Although everything that Godzilla does in this movie is fucking great. I just wish it was more like it's smart for them to make Kong the main character. They did that with the last movie.
He's more personable, you know?
Yes,
like
he can
he's more
be.
expressive. Like he can get more empathetic with the audience.
I think there's a way to make a story. I mean, yeah, I think there's a way to do that with Godzilla. They just got to find a way. And I think he even said in an interview recently, if he gets his third movie, it's going to be more Godzilla focused. What he did with Kong, but he's going to do it with Godzilla now. And maybe they'll bring in
they'll give him another one. But
now after this past weekend did really well. So I don't know if we'll ever see that Face-Off sequel. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that. Yeah. So that was one thing, and then this is like real nerdy shit. I was kind of talking with Nick when we were friends in the Discord about sort of the scale and like sort of weightiness of the monsters, because the thing that the past movies did really well, even Godzilla versus Kong, which to my surprise did really well, was you felt their scale, you felt the weight of these monsters because of the mass that they have. Their movements aren't that quick. They are a little slow, whereas this one is just like Godzilla's nimble as fuck, and he's moving around quick. So
Khan really rides him as a skateboard.
Yeah. So it's forgivable in the Hollow Earth because they're in a place that just literally cannot and doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So that's a little, and you can't really. It's hard to tell the scale in there too because like we don't know what that would look like in real life. When they come to the surface and they're in Brazil and they're fighting, or if like Godzilla's in other places, it's pretty cool. Like the opening fight that Godzilla has with Scylla it's a little quick, but it's also sick. I love that
the one in the ice.
No, Scylla's the spider octopus thing.
Got it.
The first one that he.
Oh right, the underwater.
Yeah,
one. Yeah.
That shit. Not gonna lie, It got me hyped as fuck because that music, that the bum 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 bum, and then Godzilla just like killed.
Yeah.
Fucking killed. It's like, dang, dude. What I will say, what's cool about that though, is that the newest comic that came out, that's part of the MonsterVerse. The comic is literally Godzilla and Scylla leading up to the opening. So like the last panel is literally them coming at each other. Okay. It's pretty sick. So that's a little nitpicky. Like it loses a little bit of that in here, and that's what like the difference between a lot of like these monster movies are from like a Transformers or or even like the worst example. And I hate to do this because I love the first Pacific Rim 2. Like you watch Pacific Rim, and that movie has scale. And the motion of the monsters and the robots are super slow and awkward, but it makes sense because at those sizes, that's how they would move. It wouldn't be as fluent as what they did in Pacific Rim 2, where it's just like, kind of doing the thing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and it just doesn't have that impact that you want. And, people complain about how dark Godzilla and Godzilla King of the Monsters are, that they're covered up. But those are techniques used, not an excuse, but the reason why they do that is because they can hide a bunch of the stuff. And it looks a little bit better when you put it in the broad daylight. It doesn't look nearly as good, but I thought like the broad daylight stuff in Godzilla versus Kong looked pretty good. And this one, it's like Godzilla didn't look the best in this version.
Okay.
CG wise.
You just like the pink.
No, I love the pink.
Okay.
Because it's the closest thing we've gotten. It's purple.
Okay.
That's the closest thing we've gotten to the Godzilla. He's down for the count.
He's drunk.
That's the closest we've gotten to my favorite looking version of Godzilla, which is the Millennia era, where he was like purple spine and all that stuff. It's fucking sick. Okay. So aside from that, I think everything else is fun.
Yeah.
I loved all the monsters. I love Tiamat, the fucking, you saw that, right? The pink eel looking one in the ice.
Yeah.
That Godzilla fights?
Yes.
Okay.
That's when he gets his color.
Yeah. That one was sick because that monster was introduced in a comic book.
Okay.
And they finally brought it into the big screen. I'm like, that's cool. Fuck. It's like Rogue One.
Okay. That's when I was...
Got to read the book before, and I was just like, oh, shit, because they said, like, oh, Tiamat is, like, fucking shit up. I was like, where do I know that from? And I came back to the comics like, oh, fuck. That's pretty cool.
That's a nice payoff.
Yeah.
That was during one of the times I was coming back out of being asleep, and I remember being like, why is he fighting him? I was like, what's going on? I mean, this is cool, but, like, why is this happening? And then, yeah.
God.
I think the last thing that I remember with human characters, I want to say, is when they give Kong the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
That with focusing mostly on the human stuff. I want to say that's the last thing I remember.
Right.
Because I remember the fight after that at the pyramids.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool because
they just destroyed thousands of years of history.
Someone had mapped it out because Godzilla was in like a city like 9 hours away, and then Kong was in Egypt, and they were like screaming at each other. Yeah. And someone had pointed it out, like, "Oh, this is silly." I'm like, they literally shouted at each other from across the
through the earth.
Like, come on. But yeah, like I love Godzilla swimming through the Nile River. That's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Them just destroying the pyramids. That's cool. Kong fighting all the different monsters. I love Kong's story. I think Kong's story and his full arc that he has, and he finally has a family in the end. Yeah. But I've seen other ones on TikTok where it's like, oh, Kong is finally happy. He has his family. And then Gia and then Rebecca Hall, they're like hugging, like, oh, they have their family. And then it just cuts to Godzilla sleeping in the Coliseum. Like, and it's like ... It's like, what does our boy get?
He does go back to the Coliseum, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Just shows, he's like, all right, I'm going back to my sleeping place.
Godzilla's whole thing in this movie is Monarch monitoring him as Godzilla's doing this, and it's just humans being like, Godzilla's doing this. Why? I don't know.
He just wants to be left alone, fight people whenever he wants to.
But I liked Mini Kong. I thought I didn't know what to expect with him. I thought that was like the biggest twist of the movie, because I thought, oh, Big Kong, Mini Kong, they're gonna get along, they'll be happy. The first thing
I love that they just hated each other.
This fucker bites onto his finger, and he's just a little shit half the time. And probably the best moment in any movie this whole year is Kong grabbing him by the fucking leg and then whacking him at using him as a tool and then chucking him at one of the monsters. Did he deserve it? I don't know, but it was me and like three other people in the screening room. It was a tiny little screening room. And this woman next to me just was not having it.
Oh.
I was dying. I was laughing throughout this entire movie. And I just felt like no one else is having fun but me right now.
That's a bummer. I'll have you know that my theater loved it. Like, I remember the ending, and I was like, I don't know if that was good or not. And then all of a sudden, like, people started applauding. I was like, okay. I guess I missed out on a good one here.
There you go.
But
so yeah, that shit's fun. Scar King's pretty dope.
Like when he was, look at this guy, and he's like,
with his fucking tooth. Yeah. Yeah, he had a cool, like, I wish there was a little bit more. I think my other issue might have been sort of the structure of it. Like, they do set up Scar King pretty early on, but you don't actually see him until a little bit later. I wish him and Shimo, which Shimo was spoiled for me.
Okay.
That was the only thing that was spoiled for me because I saw the fucking toy. Because I was like, what the hell is that? I wish they had went to the surface sooner and, like, caused havoc around the Earth a little bit more. Because the stuff that you missed, the last 20 minutes, that shit wraps up fast. They go up to the surface, they all fight, and then fucking they kill Scar King, and that's it.
I shit you not, I woke up and, like, the beach was starting to get, like, iced up and shit, and I was like, for a split second, I was like, is this the trailer for Ghostbusters 2? And I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, oh, wait. Okay, and then I fucking passed out.
2 weekends in a row, there was stuff with Frozen and then
an
Empire.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was cool. Kong getting his metal tooth was also pretty sick. Yeah. I love that Dan Stevens was like a Titan veterinarian. That's a thing.
Sure.
Yeah. That's cool. The Gauntlet didn't bother me. I mean, he's already got an axe. It's like Godzilla is powerful enough already. It's like, oh fuck, we got to give.
It was
Kong
satisfying
something.
watching Kong punch him in the face again.
These movies have really great sound effects too. Sound design.
I love that fight, man. I want to rewatch it. Just like when he just picks him up, he just tracks him away.
Oh
like,
yeah. Hey. and then the biggest surprise of the movie was Mothra. Queen of the Monsters. Queen of the Monsters.
Godzilla's girlfriend who talks him down.
Mothra is back. That was a genuine
complete surprise. I had no idea.
I was like, oh shit. I mean, it's not given away, but when Rebecca Hall all of a sudden can just read the scriptures. We'll talk about that in a second.
It's the prophecy, guys.
Yeah. I was like, then they showed her, they said Mothra. I was like, oh fuck. Yeah. Shit. Are we gonna actually get Mothra? And I was like, oh, you know what? That shot of them fucking yelling at each other, I bet you Mothra's in the middle of that.
There we go.
I bet you that, because that makes sense. Who else is going to stop Godzilla from fucking doing the thing? Yeah. Mothra's all about dying, rebirth. There was no egg. There was a missed opportunity to do the twins, the fairies. There's always like these fairies and stuff. They did have that in King of the Monsters. But I also think, I was doing some digging, I don't think Mothra was originally supposed to be in this movie.
How so?
Going off the Reddit threads and stuff, early test screenings, there was a different monster, and it didn't test well. And apparently, people in the test screens liked everything about the movie except that new monster. Yeah, I've seen like a leaked image online.
Do you know which monster it was, or was it?
It was an original.
New?
Yeah, I think it was called Phosphora or something like that. It was a completely new monster, which I'm fine with because I've actually really enjoyed the new Titans that they've created. I'm actually happy that they brought Scylla back because Scylla was in King of the Monsters. I like. There's other ones like Behemoth that I think Mistula or something like that.
I even like the Mutos.
The Mutos I like. There was another like Muto Prime that pops up in King of the Monsters. I thought that was sick. And we've got Ghidorah, we got Rodan, we've had Mothra. Like, I see people talking all the time because they want like Destroya, they want Space Godzilla, they want all these like classic monsters, and it's like we've already gotten them. Like Rodan, King Ghidorah, Mothra, Mechagodzilla, they all make sense because they're the most popular ones. And I would much rather them create a whole new monster to be a major threat. But then again, if they bring in one of these other classic ones, I'm gonna be like, oh, sick, cool. But it could all be bullshit. I have no idea. But I did notice, like, I don't think there were any scenes where someone said Mothra on camera. Like, it was all off camera.
Oh, really?
So I was wondering, I was like, I wonder if that was actually true or not. I mean, it works, and it actually makes sense for them to like do that. I thought
it fit nicely.
Yeah, I thought it fit nicely, and it was wonderful to see her in sort of her more classic color scheme, because in King of the Monsters, she sort of had that blue, very beautiful, but Mothra in this one was pretty cool. So that was pretty cool. Them all fighting. Did you see them fighting in the Hollow Earth with the no gravity?
I don't think so.
I
think
Cody.
I think I passed out right when they went through the portal or whatever. So right, didn't they? Or
no,
I saw the yelling at the pyramid, And then I saw.
Oh,
him.
you're saying Kong and Godzilla went through the portal? Okay.
So I saw him yelling by the pyramids, and then I saw him ride Godzilla like a skateboard, and I think that was it.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right when
missed a movie.
Scar King rides Shimo on her back, and then so that's why Kong jumps on them, and then they have the slow motion scene where the four of them all jump, and they go like this to each other.
Didn't see that.
Whoa! So they do that, and it's like this epic shot. They're about to battle, and then the two pyramids hit each other, and gravity goes fucked. So then they have this giant fight scene where there's no gravity, and they're flying all over the place. You didn't see that? That's the wildest shit in the movie.
Fuck.
It's fucking absurd.
And then Showtime's over here. Let's go to one of the AMC's.
Let's do it. I'm down.
Oh my god. So mad.
And then eventually Scar King and Shimo, like gravity comes back up. They go through the portal and then they attack Brazil.
Then they go to Brazil.
Then they go to Brazil.
I saw the beginning of that.
Yeah. And then they have their fight. There's some fun moments in there. Godzilla suplex. Oh no, Godzilla suplex.
That was the pyramids. I saw that.
Yeah. Godzilla tail whips. Like Scar King, like literally Kong grabs him, throws him, and then Godzilla turns and whacks him, hits him, and then the little fucking wand, the crystal wand, they break that, destroy it. Shimo is like, oh cool,
it's all free,
and then she freezes Scar King, and then Kong raises him up in slow motion, then slams him down and breaks.
I did see that on TikTok. Yeah, so I know what happens. Not that there was probably any like worry that they weren't going to win at the end, but I'm still bummed with myself. I'll have to see this at a 1:00 showing or something.
Have to see it again.
Yeah,
you can read the comics in the
only
meantime.
matinees.
I'll give you some of the comics to read. Yeah. Some cool monsters in there. It's pretty cool stuff.
Check that out.
Yeah. But
sorry, I just want to apologize.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to Letterboxd fans, the people that follow you. That
it was such a
spill your lies.
Sad 30-minute drive home. I was like, Cody, you went all out for this shit, and you drove all the way down here. Now you got to drive way up this fucking road. God damn.
The end fight scene I'd say is like too quick. Like, remember Godzilla versus Kong? That last section when they're in China, it's a big chunk where Godzilla and Kong fight twice, and then they fight Mechagodzilla. Like that's this is just like it's like 5 minutes of the final battle scene. Yeah. Granted, when they fight in the Hollow Earth, that goes on for a bit, and then it goes to Brazil. So it's a pretty big finale, but it wraps up so quickly. And then like even quicker, in Godzilla Kong, it's like Godzilla swims away, then they go to the Hollow Earth and he's swinging around and stuff. This one is just like, oh, they did it. He goes back to Kong, Shimo, and Baby Kong go back to the monkey cave or whatever.
I saw that, yeah.
And everyone's like, and then just fucking ends.
I'm pretty sure I woke up to applause in the movie, and I remember Brian Tyree Henry. He used to be like, "Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I saved the world. That's what I do." And then was like the end.
Yeah,
and I'd be like, "Oh wow."
I love him. I didn't care for him in this movie. He borderline on got close to being annoying, but wasn't quite. I thought him and Dan Stevens were a lot of fun with each other. But also, I don't know. His character didn't really need to be in the movie because
I liked him.
It was a fun dynamic, but because he was like, I want to go to the Hollow Earth. I want to go to Hollow Earth. And he's just complaining and scared the whole time. It's like, well, what'd you expect?
I mean,
Dan Stevens makes sense. Rebecca Hall, Gia. They killed that one guy that was being a dick. I knew that was coming, but that was fun.
Yeah.
What?
I don't think I saw that.
Oh, my God. What did you see, man?
I'm telling you, things are coming back to me. I think the girl touches Godzilla at one point, right?
She gets close to him. I don't know if she
he goes up like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. That's what it was. Okay. Remember that? That's all I got.
Okay.
Sorry. Check it out again.
Well, we have the movie. It's a lot of fun.
What if I watch it again and I don't give it a heart again?
I don't care. It doesn't matter now. Okay. It doesn't. I don't care if you think it's the best movie of the year. It doesn't fucking matter.
Fair.
Yeah, I'm very happy that this MonsterVerse is still going strong. They're not setting up. There's no post-credit scenes. They haven't done a post-credit scene in past few movies. The only post-credit scene stuff that they've done is setting up that Ghidorah thing or just setting up Godzilla versus Kong. That's what they were building up to.
Whenever movies end,
you check.
I'll Google, be like, does this movie so I know if I need to leave or not? And this one I didn't even check. I was like, I don't deserve this.
No, you don't.
I'm just gonna.
You wouldn't have understood.
Get out of here.
Even if there was something. Yeah. I'm excited to see where they go next. I think they'll probably do one more Godzilla Kong movie.
Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you want to see Adam Wingard direct it, or would you prefer he go? Because these movies take years, you know, and it's a similar issue that we have with like Ryan Johnson, where like he's making these Knives Out movies, but like want to see him do more different stuff, you know, do a different thing.
Yeah.
So I'm as an Adam Wingard fan, I don't know if I want to see him do this because again I got to watch this movie and see if it's any good. But if I want to see him make another one, or if I want to see him get back to the horror world, I don't know.
I mean, I would love for him to go back to the horror world, but I don't know. I think Warner Brothers or Legendary, whoever it is, I think they like work. I mean, they clearly have something with what do you call it? Face Off 2. I know he was right. Simon Barrett.
Is that a Warner Brothers property?
I think so. I think so. Or maybe. I'm not sure. But I know Simon Barrett was writing that one because I thought he was going to do that after Godzilla Kong.
He wrote on this one too, right?
Simon Barrett did. Yeah. No, I'd say give him his. If he wants to do one more, give it. I love his tone for it. He's obviously a huge fan of the Showa era, which. Like the Showa era, Godzilla, those are the early ones from the 50s to the late 70s, maybe. Yeah, I think like late 70s. Those movies eventually get very wacky and psychedelic, like literally psychedelic. Like Adam Wingard has psychedelic stuff in these movies too, which I think fits really well. And I think that's totally cool. I think it's totally fair. If you want to give him one more movie, cool. Would I like to see like the American Monster vs. Godzilla movies get to a little bit more of a serious place? Like, it's so weird because like all of these movies, they are all so fit to the director's styles, and it's like exactly what they kind of wanted to do. And one of like, I'm just waiting for the one that's the seriousness of like Gareth Edwards' Godzilla, but also having the sort of balanced fun of these other ones. Like, I don't know. I guess it's hard to make a very serious Godzilla movie where he's fighting another monster and have it be meaningful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you can't resist that inner like kid in you. You know, to be like,
yeah.
You know?
I mean, like 2019 Godzilla, or 2014, I mean, sorry, does a really good job with the monster fights. Those are great stuff. It's grounded.
Probably still my favorite of this whole universe.
It's very serious.
Fucking love it.
But yeah, I mean, everyone's going to keep complaining about the characters, and that's not the point. But I don't know. There is a balance there, because Godzilla Minus One obviously proves, Shin Godzilla 2, it proves that you can do interesting stuff with characters and it be a monster movie.
Another question for you. I'm full of them today.
Yeah.
If Godzilla, the 2014 one, let's say that was released after Kong Skull Island. Well, I was going to say after another movie, but you can't really do that without any other Godzilla stuff. Do you think it would have been received better by the people who have been like, hey, the human character now than they would have been back in 2014?
I think it just depends. I think it's balanced, because the way you structure it, because I think some of the human stuff can be more tolerable if you're cutting back to the monsters just a little bit more frequently.
This one had a good amount of just monster stuff for a while, where I was like, oh, wow.
What I liked in this one is how there were long stretches of movie where it's like 8 to 10 minutes, where it's just monster stuff. More of that. Yeah, more of that. The human stuff is simple enough. It's to the point where they reduced the main cast to like 4 people. and then when they went to the tribe, they were like, oh yeah, they don't speak. They're psychic. They talk through the mind.
Right.
It's like,
of course.
No dialogue. There you go. Okay. Which the psychic power stuff isn't totally out of left field, because in Kong Skull Island, I remember like what's his name? Step Brothers.
John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly mentions like he says something to the effect of like, oh, you hang out with them long enough, you kind of understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
And obviously he's probably meaning just like by gestures. He probably didn't mean psychic powers, but I don't know. It's not too. Psychic abilities isn't the strangest thing that has been in Godzilla movies.
Yeah.
And as a fan of those original films, like watching them as a kid, I never really was like, oh, these humans are boring. I just always remember the monster stuff. Yeah. And yeah, it was always a build up to the last 20 minutes where monsters just fucking fight, and that's how these movies feel, and that's totally fine. And it's also like, it's fine for big movie blockbusters to be kind of dumb and fun, you know? That's what movies are kind of made for sometimes.
Depending on the story that you're being told. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like, this movie knows exactly what it's doing. different, like, I don't want to shit on the Fast movies too much because I like a good chunk of those movies.
Same idea, though.
It's the
just
same
different
idea.
audience, but same idea.
But those movies kind of take themselves seriously sometimes.
Do they? Or do just the star of the movies take it seriously?
I think that's what makes it worse, though.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have a feeling most of the people making those know what they're doing. Not that they're out there making like
trash,
but like they're going there to have fun.
Yeah. Well, but tonally it doesn't match then. Like if these characters are taking some stuff serious, but it's like, look what we're doing, you know, like Rebecca Hall's giving this giant exposition dump. It's are you making this up on the spot? It's great. It's cool world building and lore, you know.
I remember waking up being like, she cut her hair in between movies. Yeah, go back to sleep.
But yeah,
I got a medium popcorn for myself. I only get smalls. I got a medium popcorn. I'm like, I'm gonna get more popcorn this time.
Just waste of time. So
upset.
I hope this next one. This is kind of what I want it to lead to. I was thinking about this a lot of where they could go with this. Because I don't know why, but I had an idea that they would like kill this version off. Like, let's say Toho came to them and said, "We want you to kill off Godzilla in your MonsterVerse. We want you to end your MonsterVerse."
Jesus.
Not that they would do this. Godzilla's never really.
I was about to say they do like a minus. Well, I don't want to say that, but yeah.
Well, I mean,
where it's like
I don't think Toho, aside from like the original Godzilla, like they don't really ever actually kill Godzilla. Yeah. Even in the movie,
it's like a slasher type thing. Where
kind of.
They don't really go away.
Like in Godzilla vs. Destoroyah, the movie that was hyped up to kill Godzilla, he gets like reincarnated into another Godzilla. So it's like, you know, there's always something like that. But let's say they do one final Godzilla movie that will be the death of Godzilla. You have a massive monster that is the ultimate threat, and you could do like I'm trying to think. Like I don't know if necessarily destroy all monsters, because that's a plot in one of the older movies where all the monsters fight on an island, you know, like, but or you do like a civil war where like it's like Kong, Shimo, Godzilla, one other Mothra, maybe even Rodan fight up against these other monsters, and there's just like a team battle.
That could be fun,
you know. There's so much stuff that they can do. Don't kill Godzilla.
I'm gonna pitch you $1 billion idea. You ready for this?
Okay.
Guaranteed billion. Logan, but with Godzilla.
Like Wolverine?
Yes.
Oh, you're saying Old Man Godzilla?
Yes, Old Man Godzilla.
He wakes up and the first thing he's like, fuck.
Think about it. Like he's like, oh, fuck, I gotta get out of my fucking... I want to see him again.
That's one of my favorite things. That Godzilla has been, like, in these movies, he's obviously changed a lot, you know, like physically and all that stuff. But he always has really good expressions. Like in Godzilla 2014 and King of the Monsters. Is that 2019? 18? 17?
King of the Monsters was 2019.
19?
Yeah.
Like after, like there's always these points like after he's fighting the monster, he's just like go back and watch it. Like
he's Jordan in the 90s, man. He's had his prime. And he's still like I gotta keep pushing through to win these titles.
And in 2014 when he kills the male Muto, the flying one,
right.
He's just like and then in King of the Monsters, after he gets pushed back by Ghidorah, he's just sitting on the, like, he's literally, his arms are like this. He's like, it's like that Quicksilver in Age of Ultron where he's like, if you get shot, you know, get back. If you die, get back up. Yeah. So he's like, and he just gets back up and he goes.
He literally has the moment when he's, speaking of Quicksilver, when he stared at Aaron Taylor Johnson, he's just like, well, this fucking sucks, huh? All right.
How's your day going?
Let's get through this shit together. All right.
So, there's plenty they can do. They'll give him one more. I would like to see other filmmakers tackle him. I would even like Mike Dougherty coming back, because Mike Dougherty understands Godzilla more than fucking anybody else. I know people don't like his movie, but there's something really like...
Wasn't that around the same response as this one, though? I feel like... Is it just because that one was like a...
No, people
slower, moodier one.
Yeah, people
in terms of like the tone of it.
People didn't like the amount of characters that are in that one. The monster fights are very spread out. I think the monster fights are around the same time as like 2014's. They're just spaced out a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I also like that movie focuses on the other monsters in a lot of parts. Like the Rodan sequence is fucking incredible, and the funniest moment in that movie is when the guy ejects out of the thing. Like, that's how you do humor in these movies. Like, you give the humans some humor, but it needs to be like situational humor.
Yeah.
Like I always thought if I ever directed a Godzilla movie, like I want a scene where a guy is dressed up in a Godzilla suit, like for a play or something like that. Do like a throwback. You see the foot stomp down, and you have the low angle. You pan up, and it's this giant thing, and then cut to a wide shot of like everyone like yay, and it's a guy in a suit. You can have a scene where a guy's in a suit.
You can have fun.
You can have fun.
And laugh about things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, Godzilla Kong.
Yeah.
Who would you like to see in one of these movies, monster-wise? And who is going to leave this movie and go on to the next one? Because they always do twos. Like, Millie Bobby Brown was in King of the Monsters, Godzilla Kong. So was Kyle Chandler. And then carried over in Godzilla Kong was Rebecca Hall. She's in that one. And then she's in this one, Brian Tyree Henry. There's two, too.
He was just in the 2 Godzilla vs. Kong movies?
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't in King of the Monsters?
Who?
Brian Tyree Henry?
Nope. He was in Godzilla vs. Kong, and now this one.
Okay.
So now the next one's going to be Dan Stevens and fucking someone else.
One of them has to take off.
One of them's got to... all these movies are always two.
Yeah.
What's his name? Serizawa? Ken Watanabe? Godzilla 2014, King of the Monsters. So was, what's her face? Sally...
There had to have been someone who's done 3.
Sally Hawkins? No. Godzilla's in he's the only one.
No, there's got to be somebody.
That's been in 3 of them?
Shit. Even the kid that was Millie Bobby Brown's friend? No, he was just in that.
No, he was just in Godzilla vs. Kong.
Fuck. All right.
It's always 2. It's so weird.
You got me there.
They carry over. It's the only thing that it reminds me of is the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, because they've done that where like 1 or 2 characters will carry over and then they'll like die.
I wonder if that's like a contract thing where like you bring it back, the actor's going to be more expensive every time you bring him back. So I'm wondering if they're just like, fuck it, we'll bring it back for like so people know this is continuity, the same franchise, people are still checking it out, but we're not going to pay you that much.
I did think about too if they did like that back to that if they killed Godzilla, like it'd be kind of nostalgic and like
Godzilla.
fun.
I love that stuff.
Yeah, but it'd be kind of fun and refreshing if like. What if Aaron Taylor Johnson showed up and he's just on the military team? You know, like he doesn't have to be a main character; just have him show up.
Let's do one big Endgame style movie with these, where you bring back all the human characters that everyone knows and loves.
I really wish they brought back. I call him Miles Dyson because I don't know his real name, but he was in King of the Monsters. You know who Miles Dyson is?
Yes,
from Terminator.
Yeah.
He played. His character is the same character as. Dr. Dre from Kong Skull Island. I don't know.
Right.
The 24 guy, Michael's, I don't know his name.
Corey Hawkins?
Corey Hawkins, thank you. He plays the older version.
Yeah.
And so I always thought, oh, cool, that's cool connective tissue. He's part of Monarch and all that stuff. I wish they would have like brought him back. I actually didn't mind Eric, what's from Billy Madison, Bradley Whitford. I liked him.
He was in the second one, right?
I liked him in King of Monsters. I thought he was a lot of fun. Even Ice Cube's kid. Like, bring some of them back.
I don't think you bring in people from the show. Like, you could do a time travel sequence where you go back to the fucking 50s.
I thought, like, it would be kind of cool to see. I know canonically, Godzilla doesn't pop up between 2014 and 19. They literally say in King of the Monsters he's been gone this whole time or whatever. But it would be cool to do, like, an in-between movie or even before. Because all that stuff, stuff with young Kurt Russell... White Russell in Monarch. It was like my favorite stuff. The stuff with all the monsters in the 50s and the 60s. That was
me too. That's
great.
part of the reason I'm struggling to get. I haven't like had any motivation to get back through it, just because like I love the past stuff, but like I don't know.
How many episodes did you get into?
I'm only 7 in, I think.
Oh, dude, the last 2 episodes are fucking great. Are so good.
I gotta do it.
Just punch through it. You'll. I think you'll dig it.
I think my latest free trial with Apple just ended though, so I gotta find a way.
Okay.
Yeah. Type in your Apple logins below.
There you go.
Share that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So yeah, monster movies. Yeah. Monster movies are good.
Whenever one of these comes out, I'm just happy for you, man. I'm just like, this is a fun time for my buddy.
I'm very It's very nice. It's crazy to think that it's 10 years. 10 years ago, this fucking franchise started.
It's been 10 years since we first saw the trailer where Bryan Cranston said it wasn't a typhoon.
It might have been sooner that trailer might have come out in 2013.
You're right.
The first teaser trailer for Godzilla, I don't know if you remember it, but it's just I don't think any of this stuff was used in the film, but it was
it was just like
some stuff maybe.
And then it ended like on a dusty shot of him like walking through a city, right?
And it also showed a monster that was never used in the film. It wasn't the Muto, And then the first trailer that came out for it was the 2001: A Space Odyssey like choir,
right?
And then the fucking Halo jump.
Yeah.
That scene is so awesome.
Hype for that movie was so fucking.
Oh
great.
yeah. I still fucking dig that movie.
I love it. Once again, my favorite of the whole universe. I fucking loved it.
Fucking rad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Halo jump scene is so sick. What a cool way to jump into the scene and get involved in it. It's so cool. And the first time he uses his atomic breath, it's so funny how like I do get a little nostalgic for it because it was so reserved.
You're so sparingly. Yeah.
And because he only uses it like 2 or 3 times in that first movie. And then you get to Godzilla versus Kong. He's just spitting it out like crazy, like nothing. Yeah. You don't need to load it up like Godzilla -1. No, He's got that shit. He's got extra cartridges ready to go. But yeah, it's fun and it's proving to work. This movie crushed. People want to see more monsters. I hope that from this that they just do full on monster sequences like how they did in this one. Kong is just like going up.
The problem is it's too damn expensive.
This one's the cheapest one.
It's cheaper than the last movie?
I'm pretty sure.
Ow.
I'm pretty sure Adam Wingard said that they spent less on this one and they focused all of their because think about it.
All on animation?
Yeah, because there's only 4 or 5 leads and they're not a Millie Bobby Brown, kind of what you're saying. That budget probably went to her. Let me see, hold on. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is like the cheapest one.
I mean, that'd be cool.
Kong.
Be cool to see.
I want to say this was like $80 million, maybe 100.
No. I think it made $80 million on it.
Okay, 135.
Yeah. That's still fairly cheap for blockbuster
something like
standards.
This, yeah. Where did I see 80? I don't know.
I think it's what it made this weekend.
Oh, that's what it was. Godzilla versus Kong was 155 to 200 million. And then I'm pretty sure King of the Monsters was probably
that was a
giant cast.
Yeah.
King of the Monsters was 170 to 200.
So they've just gotten cheaper as they've gone on.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Well, the first one was 160.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is, what was Kong? That is in the franchise. So Kong Skull Island was 185.
Wow.
So.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah, they've gotten cheaper.
Well done.
So, telling you, just do no names. I'm not saying that, Rebecca Hall and Dan Stevens, Brian Tyree Henry, those are well-known actors, but, yeah. Not like imagine Tom Cruise in one of these things or something like that.
I'd love to imagine them.
So yeah. Godzilla movies. There it is, folks.
There it is.
Go read the combo.
That's a good one.
Good stuff.
Good combo.
Go out there and watch Godzilla movies.
So this weekend, Christian, as we were driving up to Joshua Tree, like Yucca Valley, to finish our short film, not do reshoots, just additional photography.
Sure.
Remaining photography. I killed time by listening to the entirety of Sum 41's catalog.
Oh, yeah.
Because they released their final album this past weekend.
Oh, the whole thing. Wow. Okay.
So I listened to all of it.
Okay.
Just a standing O. Standing O for Sum 41.
Yeah?
Just got to give them
you like?
Hell of a band, man.
I think I've
loved them a lot as a kid. Like when I was a kid, it was them and Blink. They were the 2 big ones. Got a bit older. The recent albums, I've listened to them all, but like I haven't like resonated with them as much. But this weekend, man, was just a hell of a nostalgia trip, man.
Yeah.
They've sometimes like when you think like, oh, did I really like most of their stuff? So it was just the hits. Like I legit ranked like the top 40 songs.
Whoa.
Because I was like, because I want to do like a top 10 ranking. I'll probably get to that in a second of like the best Sum 41 songs. But there's so many.
Okay.
It's a great band.
Yeah. I think I've only listened to 2 albums front to back. Probably All Killer No Filler and Chuck.
Okay. Chuck's the best one.
Which one's with We're All to Blame?
That's Chuck.
That's Chuck? Okay, yeah. Because then Is This Infected was in between or something?
Does This Look Infected was in between. Also a great album.
With yeah, because for me, for a while, it was like kind of just the hits, the music videos. Yeah. But I never, like, I think the last time I really got into them was Chuck.
You should check out their last 2 albums before this most recent one.
Pretty heavy?
Because they've gone, it's Sum 41, so it's not like Cannibal Corpse, but like it's not poppy, is what I'm saying. So like I think you might dig it, but yeah, man, it was good. And their new album, it's kind of a double album where half of it's poppy, half of it's heavier. They don't go too far in either direction. I think they kind of actually blend together pretty well, but I just thought it was a nice little send off for the band. Love those guys.
Because they're doing this and then one final farewell tour.
Yeah, I think they're in the middle of that right now, I want to say. And this album has been in the works for years because, like, I saw them, let's see, it was summer of 2022. I saw them.
Summer of 41.
And at that time, the album was already delayed by, like, a year. They're like,
oh, wow.
It's going to come out eventually, guys. Don't worry. And then now it's finally here.
Why was it delayed? Did they say or no?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm
Problems
sure it was
in the
COVID
band.
at first and then blah, blah, blah. But, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Goopy G says it's still the original band members. It's all but, like, the drummer, right? Because the one guitar player came back.
Yeah. He came back, and then they have a different drummer now. They also added a rhythm guitarist. Well, actually, they technically have three
guitar players
now.
Yeah. Because he was just like, I'm going to play sometimes, and then I'm just going to grab the microphone.
Yeah.
But the new album pretty good?
It's pretty good.
Okay.
It's pretty good. Got some good bops in there. Landmines is the popular single right now. It's a fun little song.
Landmines and taking my soul.
You started out being pretty close. But,
Okay.
Yeah. But, man, I just had a newfound appreciation for Sum 41 this past weekend. I want to talk about it. I do have the top 10 Sum 41 songs, according to me, that nobody asked for if you wanted to get through it right now.
I want to hear Landmines real quick.
Landmines.
No, Landmimes.
It's an N at the end.
Nope. Okay.
Yep. Again, the second half is probably more your speed. It's a little bit heavier, but anyway.
Still sounds poppy. Oh, no, I did listen to this song. I did like that song, actually.
Yeah, it's a good tune.
Jesus. Painted Black? Is that a cover?
They do a cover of it. Yeah. It's the song. Yeah.
Have you ever heard the agony scenes Painted Black? That's pretty sick.
No.
Okay. Anyways, go ahead.
No, but I heard that cover is actually a cover of a cover, so maybe it's a cover of that. I don't know.
Of the not the Rolling Stones?
Yeah, it's a cover of someone already covering the Rolling Stones. So I think that's what I heard.
Was it the Black Dahlia Murder? They've covered it.
It
too.
wasn't them, I don't think.
So you have your top 10.
I have my top 10 Sum 41 songs that nobody asked for.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Think you can guess them?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Number 10.
Oh, in order?
Yeah, what's number 10?
Motivation.
No. Number 10 is Fat Lip.
Okay.
This almost didn't make the list, but I can't just deny their biggest hit. I had to throw it in there.
Yeah. That's the one. That's their All the Small Things. Yeah.
Number 9.
In Too Deep.
Nope. What am I to say?
What am I to say? What am I to say? I don't know what I am gonna say.
Opposite direction. It's a slower song. It's a ballad.
What am I gonna? That's how real quick. That's like how all of their choruses go. It's like, what am I to say? What are you gonna say? I don't know what I'm gonna say.
You're singing better or Over My Head, Better Off Dead right there.
Yeah.
That's you right there.
Yeah.
What Am I to Say is a really good slow song from Screaming Bloody Murder, which is a great album, and I think you actually might dig it a lot. It's very similar.
I like
to Chuck.
soft stuff.
The whole album though is actually a little bit heavier, and it's closer to Chuck than anything else. It's really good. It's a sad one. It's about them. Pretty sure it's about him breaking up with Avril Lavigne. Anyway, Up next, Handle This from All Killer No Filler. Another great song. Another slow. You don't have to look up every one.
I'm gonna do it.
Go along here, but. That's like the closest thing that... Oh, great song. This is probably the closest thing they have on that album to anything resembling like a ballad. It's like slower, but it's...
Right.
I love Handle This. It's a great song. Number 7, The Hell Song. Classic.
Great music video.
Yeah. Really fun to play on the guitar as well. One of the first songs I learned. So much fucking fun. Number 6, No Reason from Chuck.
Yes, that's one of the slow ones.
That's a wonderful song.
Reason.
Not quite how that goes, but you're close.
This is a
yeah. Number 5, Still Waiting. Classic. Some people argue it's their best song, but
that's probably my favorite of theirs.
It's damn good. Damn good, and it's a single for a reason. Number 4, I'm surprised this was number 4, because if you were to ask me Cody age 13, I'd be like, this is the greatest song ever made. I love this. Pieces.
Oh, yeah.
Pieces is a fantastic song.
It's a good one.
Gotta give a shout out there. Number 3, also from the same album, I'm going with Some Say. Some Say? Nothing? Great song.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a beautiful song about
Literally
growing
starts
up
like that.
and not caring about the world anymore. It's wonderful.
Okay.
Number 2, bit of a plot twist here. This one might be a bit of a surprise. Walking Disaster from Underclass Hero. This is one of their best songs. Beautiful. Beautiful song.
I've heard this one before.
Played it on the drums when I was a teenager. Played it on the guitar as an adult. It's fucking beautiful. Love this song.
Okay, so you haven't said... The only... In Too Deep is your number one? No,
I haven't said what number 1 is.
that doesn't even.
I'll tell you, there's one fan favorite that is not on here that I would get shit for by some 41 fans. I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it the last song on All Killer No Filler, the Pain for Pleasure?
No, not that one. With Me, Where All the Blame is not on here.
Oh, Where All the Blame.
Motivation's not on here.
That's
Very popular songs. But my number one Sum 41 song, guys, is In Too Deep. I mean, it's just it's perfect.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
It's great.
It's absolutely perfect.
It's really good. There's one song off of Chuck that I think is. This
bitter
fucking
end.
This fucking
this
riff.
is good.
This riff is sick right here. Does he do like a ooh?
Yeah. Ooh. This is good. This is good.
I like it.
Anyway, in terms of the albums, Chuck is their best.
Okay.
Again, I listened to all of them on the drive to and from Joshua Tree this weekend. But Chuck is their best. I think I'm going, I guess, All Killer at 2, but Underclass Hero is really good. I think I'll put that at 3. And Does This Look Infected at 4. Maybe Screaming Bloody Murder at 5, then I'll put the later ones after that.
Because they had an album before All Killer No Filler, right?
Yeah, the Half Hour of Power. Makes No Difference is another good song that I want to throw on here, but I couldn't.
Okay. I want to try to find, this is my favorite performance of their Pain for Pleasure. It's when they did it for...
Did they dress up for it?
No.
I've seen them do that before.
Is it this one here? No, I don't think it's it. I think it was like a MTV specific thing, or was it MTV? Like a bunch of bands would always play in this like specific thing. Fuck, I don't remember what it was from. Because I just remember the guitar player, his voice goes so goddamn high when he goes God, maybe this was it. Maybe he'll do it here, but
he's like
just wonderful.
He's like the Travis Barker of their band in the sense that like he's so much better than like the band.
Yeah.
The music they deserve.
He's
That's why like
great.
I kind of like the direction. I like that the direction they've taken recently has gone more in his direction to kind of match his strengths a bit.
Yeah. This is definitely not it, but damn it.
Pretty good.
The one he does that, but then he goes even higher. Damn it.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I swear to God, this never happens.
Yeah.
Maybe
But I just had like a not like newfound appreciation because I've always loved the band, but like just a confirmation like, damn, these guys, they were good. They left their mark, and it wasn't just like a flash of the early 2000s.
Right.
You know? Like they were legit great.
They've been around for so long. What did Anthony Fantano say about it? Did he like it?
I don't know.
You don't like that guy?
I've never watched any of his videos. I know he's a big critic, I guess, in the music scene.
See if he did it.
I don't know.
You'll know if it's...
Is this thing that he doesn't like anything? Is that
kind
thing?
of.
Okay,
yeah, a little bit.
Then well.
His album reviews, all you really need to know is if when he reviews an album, if it just says not good.
Okay.
Because he just kind of spoils it up top.
Fair.
So, yeah. But, hey, he's got a fun series on TikTok where he'll go up to people. He's like, shake my hand. He shakes their hand. He's like, what is my worst take? And they like scold him. And I'm like, oh, your shit about Drake's new album. Like, it's really funny. Sick, man. All right. Sum 41. Maybe I'll give that
check it out, man.
Been in a metalcore and stuff kick, so maybe I'll lighten it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Could you hang for 2 seconds? I want to get some water real quick. I'm like parched.
Sure.
Is
this a bit?
No, because no. I had like one Sprite earlier, and I'm fucking dying of water.
Okay,
right
go.
now,
Guys, what we're going to talk about now, let's talk about baseball. Opening day just happened, happened the other day. We're in the middle of, we just started the baseball season, what I'm trying to say here. The Angels, of course, lost their first 2 games of the season by a combined score of probably 35-5, I want to say. It was a very rough weekend. They won yesterday and they won today, though. Things are turning around a bit. But I want to know, who are you guys rooting for this baseball season? Are you rooting for, who are the big teams? We've got the Atlanta Braves. We've got Houston Astros, I think, are 0-4, which is just a great thing that we can all be thrilled about, be unified on. Does anyone hate the Texas Rangers? They're defending champions. I feel like they haven't earned that hate yet, so like people are still okay watching them. The Cubs are always fun to watch. Who are you guys rooting for out there in the baseball world? I don't know. Let's talk about it. That was a weird way he worded that, Koopa G, wasn't that? Yeah, that was strange. Wiley, I did hear he hates pop punk, but I also heard, I think he liked Blink's Dance With Me song, so I think that's where I kind of heard him recently in the news. Thank God you're here, Christian.
Talk baseball?
We were, and then I went back to music for a second. But what are you talking about? Did you watch any baseball this weekend?
Doyers, baby.
Good for you. Good for you, pal. You fucking asshole. It was a bit.
I really needed water.
You son of a bitch.
I was going to use it as an my brother got me this. It's cool.
That's cool shit. Yeah.
They're horror.
Yeah.
They're horror monsters.
Okay.
And it's Doyers.
Yeah.
Said, wear this on the show for Cody. I was like, I will.
Did you watch any of it this weekend?
No, I did not. But we're like 2-1, right?
They're looking pretty good. They're looking pretty good. Yeah.
How are Angels?
2-2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they won some.
Yeah, they did. They won today and they won yesterday. Thank you very much.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
When are the Angels and Doyers playing?
They played twice a year. It used to be in July when they did interleague play, but now it's all scattered, so I don't know.
Well, we got to go.
Sure we do. Yeah.
You're not going to go?
No, we totally got to go. It's just that we've talked about this a million times, and I'm assuming we're not buying tickets at this point. Yeah.
We can go to Anaheim. You'll be safe. Okay, so I would be cool if you went to one at Dodgers. We all went to one at Dodgers. We all went to one at Anaheim.
Should.
Just kind of like.
It'd be great if we had money to do this. Yeah, I've been down.
Oh, we can go with the cheap seats. Come on. We can go there. We'll spend some good money in Angel Stadium just for you.
Yeah.
And then we'll sit with the homies in Doyer Stadium.
I saw someone made there was an Angels fan who made a joke about Dodger Stadium because they went to go see the last spring training game or whatever. Like, hi, just hanging out in my Angels gear before I get stabbed or something like that, making that joke. And then someone posted a photo of like him with his family. He's like, me and my family here at Dodger Stadium. My daughter stabbed somebody right after taking this photo. It was a good joke. Good retort by the Dodgers.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would have no problem wearing Dodger gear at Angel Stadium, but I would say don't wear anything Angels had.
Just protect me. Okay.
That's all you gotta do. I don't know how much I could do.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I could protect you, but I might just be like, I'm not with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I do want to go. Because I went to one game. I went to one game last year, and it just fucking went by like.
I will say Dodger tickets are expensive compared to Angels tickets.
I'd be fine to go to Angel Stadium. Yeah. Make that drive.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
But yeah, what else did you want to talk about? Are you just upset?
Let's see. In terms of baseball, nothing yet. I mean, Trout's doing okay. He hit a couple homers today.
Wow.
One of which was one of the longest home runs I've ever seen in my life. He basically hit it out of Marlins Park. It was insane. It was very impressive. I was expecting us to lose 9-4 after that, but we ended up winning, so I was happy about that.
Nice.
So, yeah. Looking over a couple more other of my notes here. Did you watch the Tom Brady documentary on Apple?
No.
The 8 or 10 parts. It's fucking great. You didn't watch this?
No.
Are you aware of it?
No.
Dynasty?
Oh, I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Apple.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's all about it's about Tom Brady.
You're watching something about a man.
I watched all of it.
It's already over. So you watched this whole show about a man you probably knew already a whole lot about. Yeah. You didn't finish Monarch.
It was I did watch all of this after I'd watched the first 7 episodes of Monarch.
Fully? Did you learn anything about Tom Brady?
Actually, yes, because I was expecting it to be like fully about the Patriots years, but they surprisingly only did the first couple episodes on that, and then much to my delight, the remaining 6 episodes were all on the Tampa years.
Oh,
and I was like, holy shit! And then a lot of revealing stuff I didn't know, how his happiness levels, and he literally says I've was never happier, than I was in Tampa Bay.
Whoa.
Then they went into his divorce.
Take that, Belichick. Oh wow, really?
And all that, and he literally said the words "worth it." So happy to be a Buck. It was wild.
It's worth ruining your marriage.
Yeah, his words, Tom Brady's words.
Great guy.
Yeah, and then he was just listing off all these fans and stuff of the Buccaneers and how much he loves them all, and then he said my name, and it was just great.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
You're the reason why he divorced?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, she's probably better off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't about the Buccaneers at all. It was about the Patriots years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's all made up. Is there even a fucking Dynasty documentary series?
There is a documentary.
It is April Fool's.
Yeah, no. I didn't even put that together.
Yeah.
That wasn't even what I was doing there. But no, it was an okay documentary. It was about all the Patriots years. It would have been better if Belichick said anything of note other than, I'm not talking about that.
So he wasn't in, or he was?
He was. He was
okay.
interviewed.
Wow.
And anytime they'd ask him about it, he'd be like, all right, that's all I have to say about that. I don't want to talk about it. And it's like, dude.
Put him in the ring. Let him
people
fight.
are saying, like, oh, this was like a hit job on Belichick. And it's like, well, it wouldn't have been if he would have just said anything, defended himself.
It's his fault?
That's what the documentary presents it as.
Wow.
But, yeah.
Okay.
They did show the Buccaneers thing at the very end of the documentary. And I was like,
okay.
Yeah. But it's okay. It's an okay documentary that could have been great.
This is on Apple?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, this is dedicated to Cody Hall.
Exactly.
Okay.
Every episode starts that.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I probably won't watch it, but.
One more quick thing I wanted to mention a couple weeks ago. I wasn't able to get to it the last couple weeks, but rest in peace, Akira Toriyama from Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball creator.
Oh.
Yes.
That was like a month ago.
It was a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
I need to talk. It's been in my notes. I want to talk about it.
Okay. Yeah.
But it was never like huge on the Dragon Ball universe per se. Like I watched a little bit of Dragon Ball, barely any of GT, and the newer stuff I haven't gotten into. But Dragon Ball Z was the coolest shit when you're a kid, man. And I was so glad.
Or now.
Well, yeah. It's cool now, but I'm saying like when you're watching children's
trying to say?
programming. No.
Oh, it's a children's program?
Yes, let me fucking talk. When you're a kid watching kids shows, like you don't get access to cool stories like that. So I'm so grateful that I got to experience that. It's good shit.
Yeah.
You ever watch Dragon Ball Z?
No, I never did. Sucks. I saw people posting about that and posting their costumes and all that stuff, which is pretty cool.
Frieza saga is great. The Cell saga is particularly the end of it with Goku and Gohan. That makes me cry all the time.
Was he just old? He passed away, or did like?
I think so.
Okay,
yeah.
All right, yeah.
And then even like the Boo saga, like he still has great moments with like Vegeta when he sacrificed himself. Oh, beautiful shit. So like beautiful stuff that I was grateful to be able to watch when I was a kid.
Yeah,
just want to shout out.
Those Cartoon Network.
Yes, that's where Toonami was, right?
That's what it was. Yeah,
Toonami was Cartoon Network, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where would Cartoon Network be? Would that be Warner Bros. Or Paramount or something like that? Like, could you stream those? Or no, that's not Nickelodeon. No.
I don't know if Dragon Ball Z is streaming anywhere. That's a good question.
So I'm thinking of like that, Courage the Cowardly Dog, and like Ed, Edd, and Eddy.
Yeah.
Like, are those anywhere to watch right now?
I mean, I'm sure they are. Everything's somewhere. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang. That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goopy G says, did you all enjoy Late Night with the Devil?
It's good. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, it's really
Enjoyed
good.
It quite a bit.
It's a great take on found footage.
Yeah.
They kind of take advantage of it a little bit, like because the whole movie is the late night show.
Yeah.
And then when they go to commercial break, they go to like
that was them. I was like, of course they have behind the scenes footage.
Yeah,
sure.
but it's like they have behind the scenes footage, but it's also like multicam, like it's going back and forth.
Right.
It's like,
right. Yeah.
So where are the camera guys? You know,
Yeah.
but you kind of, it's fine. It's sort of the illusion of a behind the scenes, and those are like the most movie-ish parts about it. But I think it's still really good.
There was an impending dread throughout the whole thing that I really appreciated and really thought was effective. Just the
constant building up.
The build up to what eventually happens, I thought was really solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Really, really cool. Then the ending gets fucking wild.
Yeah.
Like, that's where it, like, becomes a movie, not a found footage, because that's where it starts to get all warped and crazy and stuff. But really cool. Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah.
What else? I don't know if I have anything else.
It's okay, buddy.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything.
We've gone for an hour and 45 minutes. I think that's a good amount.
That's crazy. That went by fast.
Remember when we do like an hour and we're like, man, what a time that was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah, no, I just fuck it, dude.
You got your wardrobe change in. It was good.
Yeah, I did. The last second. That was the Godzilla Kong fight was faster than my wardrobe change. Yeah, let's do this. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. Let's get the flip out of here.
Get out of here.
Tired. I got
nice for you to join us, Manny. How's it going?
Manny. Ban Nick right now. Ban him. Nick, I'll take you on any day, pal.
I don't think Nick's looking for a fight at all.
I know. I'm not saying a fight. I'm like a Godzilla.
He's just looking to prove you wrong.
I don't want to fight. I'm not an animal. Okay. I'm not Godzilla.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, pending projects. Let's talk about the Bughouse found footage series. Just randomly.
You just pulled that up on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, because I'm going through. I'm looking for the
Google
names,
the doc.
and I just went to a pending projects.
Yeah.
Where we have Audience of None, Bughouse, Going Live, and then Initiation.
So many good.
So many Google Docs that we create for these things.
Yeah.
What am I looking for? I'm looking for the names.
Mandy, don't you apologize to us for anything.
No, Manny, I'm kidding. But for real. Ban him. No, I'm kidding. I'm trying to think. Of what else. I don't think I have anything else.
It's all right.
Are you going to pull out your computer? Or?
I thought you were doing Streamlabs first.
Oh!
Yeah.
We had one.
You wear the show, the
My bad.
format. Elena, nice to have you here.
Oh, hi,
Yeah.
Elena. Good to see you.
All right.
Wiley up in here. What's up, Wiley? Thank you for the super chat, good sir. Towards cord replacement. Cody, have you ever watched Gossip Girl in the middle of the show because of the creators of the OC?
I have never. The creators of the OC. Did Josh Schwartz make Gossip Girl?
I don't know. I've never seen any.
Did Doug Lyman direct Gossip Girl? I don't know. No, I haven't. In the same ballpark. Figured, but no, I haven't.
Oh,
Heard
wow.
great things.
The OC, Grind. I just rewatched Grind recently.
Did watch Grind.
Does not hold. There's a lot of really dated things about it, but for the most part, it's still pretty fun. One character is just borderline sexually harassing women the entire film. It's like, that was funny back then. Why is it not working now? Why is this weird it wasn't funny back then, but different times. And then I watched Supercross because I always saw those movies as
both Mike Vogel joints.
Mike Vogel, yes. I always thought the director directed both of those movies because they kind of felt somewhat the same.
Sure.
But come to find out, the director of Supercross directed Motocross for the Disney Channel years earlier.
That sounds familiar. I feel like we had to have talked about that.
There's
that tracks.
a couple scenes where this is exactly like Motocross.
Yeah.
Except, not a woman disguising herself.
Does anybody watch Supercross in the chat? I don't think those audiences overlap for this show.
No.
But that was part of our teenage years, so I'm curious if there was any overlap there.
Very briefly. I've only been to a few, but
you ever went to the Anaheim ones?
Not watched. No,
I went
I've been to them wearing my Dickie shorts with high black socks and DC shoes. And
man, you don't get the feeling of the pregame or the pre-race ceremonies when all the lights go out and there's lasers pointing around
lasers.
and Rise
cool.
Against is playing really loudly through the speakers. Oh,
yeah,
it's amazing.
You had Bubba
Stewart is my favorite.
Yeah. Ricky Carmichael.
Attaboy.
I only know that because...
Tell me some more, Christian.
Got
Chad Reed.
Come
on.
That's it.
Give me Kevin Windham.
No.
Davey Millsaps. This is the best.
Some of them are in the actual Supercross
Justin
movie.
Barsha. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. Justin Barsha.
Yeah.
Isn't that the actor from National
Bartha.
Treasure?
That's Bartha.
Oh.
Justin Barsha is a motocross.
Nicholas Cage. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. Goopy says, is Motocross the one that's like Mulan? Yes. Yeah. It is like Mulan. It's exact. I saw a TikTok the other day. It was Motocross ran. No, Motocross walked. So She's the Man could run.
Yeah.
Kind of the same sort
that
of
was
thing.
a fun commentary too. I remember that being a
Motocross.
one. And we got that highlight video up. That one is on the channel.
That one
That's
is
a
on
good
there.
video.
Yeah. All those Disney Channel original movies are always fun to watch because you can kind of see the blatant thing about that. I remember watching Luck of the Irish. Is this movie's just racist. And then I watched God, what is it? The cooking one.
Yeah.
Eddie's
$1 Million Cook-Off.
Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. It's this is kind of homophobic. These guys are all oh, you're a girl. You traded your baseball glove for an oven mitt. It's that's not funny.
Yeah.
Dad. Anyways, fun stuff.
Mike Alessi. Anything there? That do anything for you? Mike
Travis
Alessi?
Pastrana.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Was he an actual racer, or did he just do crazy?
He did
stuff?
both. He did both. He started out racing, and then he did freestyle, and then occasionally he'd pop into Supercross.
I liked his Nitro
Circus. I saw that in theaters. The movie. I know he had the show too.
They put that show in the theaters. Didn't he break his tailbone or broke something?
He broke every bone in his body.
Yeah, okay.
Then Knoxville hung out with him and broke his dick.
Oh yeah, that's the one where he broke his penis.
Yeah.
He had to wear
shredded his urethra.
Like
That's what it was.
Jesus Christ, man. I saw a trailer for Johnny Knoxville's newest movie.
Oh, I didn't know he had a movie.
He's in one where he plays a recovering alcoholic or drug addict, and he's in a recovery home where he and his fellow recoverees are forming a baseball team together.
Oh, really?
And they have to win, and to win, it's like a classic
story from like the 90s or early 2000s where they have to win an exact amount. Like, oh, we need to come up with $50,000. Oh, if we win this Sweet Dreams. If we win this championship, guess what the grand prize is? $50,000.
Wow. It's like dodgeball.
It's like, yeah, exactly. It's like exactly what they're looking for.
Oh, wow.
It's like Bobby Lee's in it.
Yeah. Kate Upton.
What's his name?
Jay Moore.
What's his name from Lil Dicky show? His hype man. Gata. Yeah, he's in it too.
Interesting.
Yeah. So the trailer was cut. You watch the trailer, you're like, wow, this feels straight out of like the early 2000s. It's almost cut like it, but it looks very sweet and charming.
Yeah.
And I didn't see like Johnny Knoxville do a stunt. He throws up on someone.
Okay.
But I didn't see him like, like take a shot to the nuts or something like that. So it's good.
Oh, nice.
Looks good. All right.
I feel like he is a good actor. Okay. I feel like he's a good actor, and with the right director, I think he can do something pretty crazy.
I think so
Like
too.
I can see him randomly in like 10, 15 years getting an Oscar nomination.
Yeah.
If you pair him with like an insanely good director and like perfect character for him.
I think like most comedians, I know he's not like a comedian, but that's what Johnny Knoxville, what separates him. It's like him and Chris Pontius are just genuinely funny people.
Yeah.
Because both of them in like the Jackass movies, they don't even have to be in the bit. They could just be off to the side and they'll have the funniest line. They'll steal the show. Yeah. Chris Pontius is the funniest person on Jackass.
Yeah.
And he's been he was in that what's that one movie? It's based off of that theme park in like Jersey, Action
Park.
Action Park. Yeah, something like that. He was in that. I thought he was actually pretty good in it. He's just delightful. Anyways, we're going to wrap the show up, folks. Every week we give shout-outs to our Patreon supporters, $15 and up. It's followed by a funny soundbite. And by funny, I mean appropriate, Cody.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay. Aaron Woodley.
Whore. Ah, damn it, every fucking
Aaron,
time.
Sorry.
God, sorry.
I can't tell you how many times Emma and I have watched that. Literally, just randomly over the weekend, she was just like, whore. But then she followed up with, she memorized what she was like, no, wait, like your thing.
I was mortified when that happened. Like, it was.
Sheridan was laughing.
I know.
Okay.
Thank you, Sheridan.
She knows you didn't mean it.
Whew.
Alec Grumler Young.
I can do Billy Madison from start to finish.
No way.
Yeah.
Start. What's the first line?
I don't know.
Alexis Lopez.
Okay, how?
Yeah.
You made you didn't even. Never mind.
Arcadio Castellanos.
I'm not the biggest fan of YouTube, other than Schmoes and Screen Junkies.
Yeah.
Billy Storley.
Ah.
Bobby Mitchell.
Ah.
Brian Arsenal.
Ah.
Brian D.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian D. How are they doing in the real football? Are they in the top 4? Brian King. Listen, what he did, would you have done that? Chris Jones. Hey, baby, baby. Cindy Perez. Hi, Cindy.
Shout out to all the moms.
Connor Kennedy.
Fireball.
Alana Marie 10. FS1138.
Fuck me good, suck me good.
Giuseppe. Gillespie. Harley Payne.
Austin Powers Spasha.
James Lavario.
His what?
Julia Connor.
His Fasha, Dr. Evil.
John Noto.
His Furger?
Justin Than Huanuen.
What's a Furger?
Carl Soderbeck.
Here we go, everybody have fun. Be safe. Wear a condom.
Ketberger. I handle shit. Kyle Johnson.
Is it longer?
Maris Thornton. Hey. Michael Bittner.
I met Larry.
Nick Wade.
That's the lefty loony lesbian liberal media.
Owen Hart.
No.
The Liam Neeson. Ruben E25.
Yes.
Sang Lei. Senior film.
Reach down into your pants.
Sergio Castaneda.
Find your fucking balls.
Sheridan Ponce.
And your cock.
Stephanie Merritt.
That is a 12-inch cock swinging from a strong, muscular man's body.
Stefan Solosi. Terry Stockwell.
Bulbasaur.
TJ Jones.
Bulbasaur.
Tyler Recklin.
Ooh.
Vin Kosha.
Wee wee.
And finally, Wiley Todd.
Look at that shit. Look at that. Oh my God. Shush. Oh.
Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that's so cool. Oh. Oh, fuck. Kong's like, you want to fuck? You want to fuck on me? Oh. No. Brian, you don't see that and get hard? Oh. Horseman.
How did I say horse?
Oh, man.
Oh. I'm gonna bite you, bitch. Oh, fuck me, man. Oh, dude. I don't say a whole lot of movies are like super boring. But
It's a boring one.
that might be one of the most boring movies I've ever seen.
Hey. Where is that from?
That was from the commentary.
Nah, you stop.
You were just talking about another
Do
movie.
you and Brian even talk in that whole thing?
During the whole commentary?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Sounds like you don't.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. If you want to see that whole thing uncut, go check out the Godzilla Kong commentary. It's available on Patreon. Also, before you get out of here, hit the like button and leave a comment down below. What did you think about Godzilla Kong? What monsters? Classic monsters. No, fuck. Any monster ever. Which monsters do you want to see fighting with Godzilla and Kong? Leave a comment down below. We'll read it. Your comments will be featured possibly in the end credits. So if you do that, check it out. Also, as a quick note, we will be off next week. Got some stuff go. Maybe the next 2 weeks. We'll see. TBD.
Next 2 weeks.
Right? I thought
No.
there was something.
We were going to take this week off, too.
I know, but I'll talk after.
Okay.
Next week for sure.
Okay.
Won't be happening.
Okay.
It's not going to happen. So, yeah. We'll keep you posted. Make sure you're subscribed. If you haven't followed us, follow us on Instagram. Keep posted, all those things. And then we will see you all next time. Bye. You said you had something on like a Monday that you didn't know? Trying to be vague? I could just ask you right after the show in like 8 seconds.
No, that was next week. So it matched up perfectly.
Look at us.
Yeah. Initially, I was going to suggest taking this week off.
Right,
because we were shooting the thing last weekend.
Right.
But then...
Work, baby.
But then you're like, actually, next week works. And I'm like, well, actually, that actually does work for me as well because stuff I've got going on.
That's what it is. I thought that was the following week. We should really talk.
No. Yeah, we do. We just don't listen. No.
Speaking of which, I don't care. Do you
okay.
think we should change the set?
That's a good question. I mean, it still looks good, but if you want to change it up, because it's been a few years.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
I'm a little bored.
Okay.
Should we just stop doing the show? I did think about opening the show close on me.
I thought the same.
You're like, well, this had to happen.
I thought of opening it with both of us doing like YouTube apology things like at the start of the show.
We're not
That
gonna
is
do
a
that.
12-inch cock